This fantastic pack of versatile, high-quality 280 GSM A4 cardstock is ideal for all your paper crafting needs. With 40 sheets, you'll have more than enough to explore and experiment with this great crafting resource. To stock up now, check out www.hochanda.com.
Hi, I'm John Lockwood from John Next Door. I'm lucky enough to have been a guest on Hochanda since day one. I've been working closely with Crafts2 on the development of the John Next Door brand and also working with their fantastic range of products. I'll be bringing you some fantastic shows that are combining the John Next Door and Crafts2 products. We'll be sharing things like the press cut dies and some of the Find It media and some of the other fantastic tools, accessories and other products that Crafts2 bring to everybody at home. I hope you can join me on my crafting journey and learn some tips and techniques from me that I share with you. So don't miss the Crafts2 shows with me, John Lockwood, on Hochanda.
Oh, do you know something? I'm glad we had that little show opener.
I am.
Shall I tell you why?
Why?
Because I was going to say good morning, but then we had the show opener, and now it's turned into the afternoon. So good afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
How are you? Okay?
I'm very good. Worked with you very early this morning.
Very early, yes. Not enough coffee behind us, but hey.
Still awake?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Only just.
And bright and sparky. Right, so it's great to have your company. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got a great show lined up, and you can shop ahead by going to the web and having a look at all the items that we've got available for you. And of course, our lovely Jodie Johnson will bring each and every item to life for you. Yes. Right, so let's take a look at the website, because this is where you can go and get ahead and have a look at all the different items. We've got loads on the show, haven't we?
We've got my favourites on there, literally the Doily dies. I never got to play with those, so this is the first time we've been able to play with them, and I love them, I have to say.
Can't wait to see them in action with your good self, Jodie, the Queen of Dies, of course. Plenty of dies on the show. We've got some stencils as well and other items as well, and some great nouveau goodies as well. Right, so where are we starting first?
So these are
Let's start here.
tent flurry boxes.
Oh, I love these.
Yeah? These are beautiful little boxes that you can use for your Christmas decorations, maybe, but you get so much more than your Christmas items. So I'm going to bring my boards in because it's a lot easier for you to see.
Well, they're only $17.99,
Yeah.
so already you're saving £7. If you're a Freedom member, it gets even better. £16.19. That's delivered to your door as well.
It is. So you've got some snowflakes in there. You've got the beautiful design. Now, that doesn't have to be Christmas, does it?
No.
No, that could be any time of the year. Birthday presents, anniversary presents. Doesn't have to be Christmas. You've got your tags as well. You've got your base lines as well. You've got sentiments in there just for you, individual words, they're not joined together.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said they were just for me.
So
Right,
you can have them all on their own. These will actually stay in your card as well. So you could make greeting cards just with a little panel in. Really, really pretty. But to make your box, yes, it looks that interesting. You cut two of those out, and that allows you to be able to make these beautiful boxes.
But the lines are already on there.
Yeah,
so
all the score lines are there. Yeah, there we go. All your score lines are already on there, so there's no messing about.
Oh, but these are so delightful and so sweet, not just for Christmas, for birthdays.
Absolutely.
For little gifts at a table, or maybe, I think last time we were talking about these, we were talking about weights for the table for your balloons.
We were, so balloon
That's a
weights,
great
advent
idea.
calendar as well, just behind me. We actually have a whole advent calendar as well, done with all the boxes with their little numbers all on the top.
Are there any sweets inside?
There isn't.
Oh.
I wasn't that generous.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they look great,
but literally,
don't they?
why not make them like that and hide them around the house? And then the children have to be able to count to be able to find them in the house.
Easter.
Perfect.
It'd be great, little Easter hunt or something like that. Love that. If you do want to get hold of these, I think we're going to be very, very busy because it is a great price and they're very cool as well. £17.99, 20 dies in total, 684761. Love those, but we've got more for you on the show, so let's move on. The Doily dies.
Absolutely adore these.
Why do you like these so much?
Because they're feminine, the classy, the details.
A bit like me.
I've seen your pictures on holiday, darling. Absolutely. So in this collection you've got 3 dies. They're all Verso Edge dies, okay? So looking at the first one, you've got your base core shape, you've got your detail in there. Now I look at that and I'm thinking, oh, look at all the possibilities. I can take the centre out if I want the centre out, and I can just have it as a frame. I can have it separate. I can have the detail in the middle there, or I can have it separate. You can start to really build these into something rather special. But because they stay in your cardstock, you can then do your decoupage on top of that maybe, bring it out of the set centre. Loads of possibilities in these. So you're the second one in here. Oh, this is my favourite.
That's lovely, isn't it?
This is my favourite, and I will be demoing this one because this one, when you break it down into its different tiers, it looks amazeballs. It really does.
Well, it is a great price. Look at that. You're saving £14. You're saving on everything during the show today. This is a special live hour for 1 hour only, and you're making all of those savings. So £24.97. Actually, it is on later, but this particular show is just this particular show. That's what I meant. But there is another show later on. Anyway, it's all in the prep. £24.97 if you want to go for those, and there's 13 dies in total. Unlucky for some, but not for you. Right, moving on. Oh,
handbags, baby.
Yeah.
We all like a good handbag.
Even me.
But these literally are, you know, your gift bags with no problem at all. But these are a nice, substantial size.
Yes.
You know, when we're making our gift boxes, they can be quite restricted in size. With these, you get a lot in them. Let's face it, yes, you can get 3 pair of socks in there with no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you want to do the decorations for Christmas. This is your gift bag. You know, a lot of stores you go to now and you buy this expensive makeup, you know, when it's like £17, £18 a lipstick. And they say, oh, madam, would you like a bag for that? 5p for the bag.
I'd want a taxi home.
You know, you can literally do all these, bring in your detail. These are Verso Edge dies.
Is it easy to put together?
It is really easy, but they work amazing on your cardstock as well. So maybe a greeting card, double aspect
it. Nice.
And that is your panel from out of the handbag.
Using it flat?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
It's good, isn't it?
So if you want to get hold of this, £27.99. Again, saving £10. Great price on this, Jodie. It
they
really
are.
is. 973597. That's the item number for that bag. We've got another bag. This is a different style.
It is. So the difference is this one has got a straight top.
Okay.
This one has got a scalloped top. Okay, but the detail is completely different. So you can mix and match the panels together, you can mix and match the outside frames together. So the design set that you're getting in here is that one there. So that's the beautiful panel that you get within that collection. Okay, but once again, I have to say this panel is rather special because when you put it on your cardstock and you double aspect it, look how it starts to look on your greeting cards. I think that is rather lush. I really do.
It's beautiful.
Spectacular.
Love that. £27.99. Again, you're saving £10 on that. 331291. You might want to go for both of them, which you can, of course. It's entirely up to you. As a Freedom member, your P&P will be included. And if you're going for anything and your basket is coming to £60 or more, then we can get a flexi order sorted for you, which means we'll split the cost into 2. So if you're seeing things, you're popping them into your basket, then we'll split the cost into 2 for you, making it affordable. Right.
Oh, we've got flowers.
These are lovely.
So how do you like your flowers? Do you like them 3D? Do you like them flat? Do you like to be able to play and make realistic looking flowers? Or do you want to make faux flowers? So you have got 4 dies in this collection plus the complementary stamps. The stamps will fit inside your die cuts.
Okay.
So you can do lots of different things with those. But with this particular die set, the flowers that we are able to make, come on, let's have a look. So maybe you want to make flowers like this one here. So all we've done is inked around the edge, a little bit of pen in the middle, and what you're going to get is beautiful 3D little flowers like that one there.
Floral displays are so popular at the moment around the home, or maybe you know, on cards as well, especially to give you that 3D effect.
So little daisies, you can do all your little daisies
So pretty.
as well. So they're just put onto some little wires in an espresso cup.
I know, I just noticed that. What a great way of recycling.
Yeah, but there's loads of different ways of playing with these. So although that one is done in yellow, do them in white and they look completely different.
Lovely, isn't
They're
it?
absolutely perfect if you're going to maybe a hospital where
Yeah.
you're not allowed to take flowers in,
Yeah.
but you want to take something. How
That's sweet.
pretty.
That's a lovely idea. And lots of people are making wreaths at the moment
Yes,
as well, aren't they?
absolutely.
Not just for Christmas, for hanging up around the home in different areas. This is going to be an excellent opportunity to get the stamps and the dies together. £14.98, saving £7. It's a set of 5 dies and 6 stamps, 038317. Moving on, Magnolia is one of my favourite flowers.
Yeah, let's take that Magnolia word out because there's so much more. These can be your poinsettias because of the
Yes.
shape. They can be so much more. So when you bring in the stamps, look how soft and gentle that one looks. You know, with your beautiful vellum behind, stamped with white embossing powder. Look how gentle and elegant
That's pretty.
that looks.
Yeah.
But then, you know, if you want something funky, what about going for something like that?
Completely different look.
Completely. So once again, it's stamped in white and then just the mica powders put over the top. So there's loads of different ways of being able to mould, shape and invent flowers.
Yeah, what about the different materials that you can use? 'Cause there's so
These will
many-
cut out felt.
Brilliant.
So you can do your pliqué work, you can do your headbands, you can
That's a
do
good
your
idea.
children's handbags, pea bags, all that sort of thing. You can do it out of vellum, card, all those sorts of things. Acetate is a little bit more difficult, but you
Yep.
can still cut it. Die cut it or leave a white line and just go around with your scissors.
Oh, you can have so much fun with this. If you want to get hold of these, 498571, that's the item number for this set, £14.98, saving £7. Moving on to daisies.
I think this one is the most versatile. I have to admit, this one is my favourite one.
Okay.
Because I was able to make so many different things with this one. So, fuchsias.
Oh, pretty.
They're made out of this collection. What about some thistles? The thistles
All out of this daisy
were
collection.
made out of this daisy.
Love that.
What about bluebells?
Really?
They were made out of this collection.
They're lovely.
Yeah. So, you know, don't just think, oh, it's a flower die. No, there's so much more. I mean, how beautiful would somebody look at those? Just plain wrapped parcel, maybe in red,
Yeah.
with the thistles across the top for a Scottish friend for Christmas.
Is there just a quick question here, Joe? You may know, you may not know. Is there anything, you know, if you were to make these, is there anything that you could put on them, spray on them, paint on them to make them waterproof? So if you were to have them outside at any point?
You
Just a
could
thought.
add, what do you call that stuff? It'll come to me in a bit. There is a product that you can put on that's waterproof.
Interesting. Just interesting. Because you might want these outside your door over a Christmas period or maybe a little garland.
We sell
garland.
it. We sell it on here.
Well, if you know, please message in because I'd really like to know. For personal reasons. Right, if you do want to get hold of these, very, very versatile, £14.98 if you want to go for that. 5 dies and 5 stamps, 382093 is your item number for that. You're going to have a lot of fun making and creating those lovely flowers. Right, changing the details because we've got more for you. Go on.
Mod Podge do an outdoor adhesive that you can put on.
Perfect.
They do one.
Thank you very much. Right, moving on. No, thank you for that. I'll tell you why later. Right, so we're moving on. We've got 9 dies now for you. 808241. If you want to go for these, my goodness, you are saving £15. Saving across the board.
No, I don't have many samples for these, but literally they are all your flourishes. So you can see on that one there's the little flourish just popping out of the top. These are accent dies. You can see the flourishes on there. You know, little accents make such a difference. Just little ones, you know, just popping out. Even on that other card that we looked at, just a little bit of silver. Just popping out of the background. They are beautiful, but I have to say, the dandelion clock takes it for me.
Yes, brilliant.
Look at that. I think that is tremendous.
There's something about that image, isn't there?
There is.
really, really is. You could use this, probably put some little pixies on there, little
fairies.
But even if you don't put those images on there, that's what you think when you look at that.
Absolutely stunning, beautiful.
Yeah. If you want to go for that, saving £15, £29.97. I told you I had some great things on the show. We are going to have some demos, I promise you, but we wanted to
You're
go
not
down
allowed
the
to have
counter.
these.
Oh, we're not allowed to have
No,
these?
because I didn't even know these were on the show.
Yeah, sorry, we're having them on.
And...
Go on. Saving £33. 20... All of them?
all of them.
Wow. No, I didn't even know this.
These were not on my sheet. I knew absolutely nothing about these.
911581 is your item number. 21 dies in total for the whole set here, saving £33. They're supposed to be £21.95 each, or 99 pence each. But today you're getting all three sets for £32.97. Oh my goodness.
That's £11 a piece.
That is an incredible deal. These are beautiful and
They are
substantial dies as well. I'm going to turn these around so you
stunning.
can
They
see.
really are. These are a beautiful size die. You can mix and match all the components together. So I could take maybe the centre out of that one that says hey, and I could put it in the outside edge of You Brighten My Day.
'Cause all the
We
measurements
can
are the
mix
same.
this one with that one with this one.
Oh.
So can you imagine the configurations that you can get in these? What I like about large die sets is, yes, I can do a large card, but I can also do a small card.
Yes.
If it was the other way round, if you bought a small die set, you can't necessarily do a larger card.
Yeah.
But with these, you can do the whole array of sizes all the way down. And for that price, I'd be buying them as Christmas presents.
Yeah, what a great idea. What a great idea. Well, you're saving £33, so it's a great idea to get hold of this. 911581. If you want to get hold of these, I'd be quick. We didn't know these were going to go on the show, and Jodie didn't know either, so I'm sure we're going to be very, very busy for those. We are going to head over and do some demonstrations, but let's take a look at some other items on the show. Stencils. Yeah, these are... Love these. You get your alphabet shuffle, your mesh panel and your distress text, and you're saving £6 on these, only £17.97. And we've got some more stencils coming up, so if you want those, 596334, that's your item number. Oh, these are lovely, aren't they, with the flowers. You're getting 4 stencils in this set, £12.98. I know Jodie personally loves these. You're saving £3, so it's a great price on those. £12.98 if you want to go for that. We've also got some Nouveau Mousse on the show. Yes, we have. £24.96. Again, saving £3, making the saving on those. 693016, beg your pardon, is your item number for that. And then we do have some other colours as well available for you. So head to the website, have a look at the different sets of expanding mousse, and then select wisely. Right, well, we're going to take a look
So we're
at.
going to play with these beautiful flurry boxes because they are really, really pretty. So as I said before, you do need 2 of the largest die within the collection. So run those through, and you do need a large A4 plate, okay? You won't switch this through your big shop.
But they will work with most die cutting materials.
So all the way through that. And this is going to give us our base core shape. Now you are going to have all the score lines in there now, so you can see that the machine has put all those little lines in there. So there's no messing about. You know exactly where you're going because you've got all those lines. So in your collection, you get a wee little die that looks so interesting. It's got 2 little holes in. Okay. But it's very, very practical because that is what you're going to be able to thread your ribbon through. So if you fold it in half down your score line, and take the little die, place it on that top edge, tape it down, and then run it through, you are going to have your little holes in just the right places for you to be able to tie this box together. So run that one through. So that's my detail holes, you can see there. Oops.
And you didn't need to take that all the way through the die cutting machines, it's just the top bit.
So we've got the 2 little holes in the top of that one all ready to go. So we now need to do the second one so that our holes match. So just fold down the score line.
It's great to buy a gift for somebody, like a piece of jewellery or something a little bit smaller, or key ring or something, but it's what you put it in, isn't it? It's the
Well,
packaging.
these are good if you let's face it, I did craft fairs, farmers markets and everything else, and people do have very light fingers. So if you're making things like jewellery, why not make this up, put a little acetate window in there, and then you'll be able to see your wares inside, and then people don't touch them.
Ah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
See what you mean.
So we've now got, yeah, people like to pick things up and not put them back in boxes. So we've now got our little panels. We're going to then cut out one of the decorative panels. Now in the collection you have got one straight edge,
Yep.
you have got one decal edge, and then one sort of pointy.
Okay.
It's got a little sort of chevron on rather than a decal.
Oh, is that what you call
Yeah.
the one that looks like a stamp then?
Yes.
Decal.
That's a decal, where it goes
Okay.
round
See, I'm
like
learning
that.
every day.
So this one's more like your pinking shears.
Okay.
So let's run this one
Or
through.
crocodile scissors, as I used to call them at school.
Yeah, oh, my mother used to go mad at me. Don't you use them scissors on paper? She used to go mad, bless her. So here we go. So we've now got that little edge going around there, and we're going to add the snowflake detail.
Now,
into
all
there.
of these dies that you're using are included in this box die set. You're getting 20 dies in total, and as a Freedom member, £16.19, which is incredible because that is a delivered price. We've got some samples at the top here that have been made and created using these, and then I'll just get the die itself and turn it around so you can see the collection of dies that you're getting. So all the ones that Jodie's using right there are included. £16.19. It is a great price.
So let's just take any of these cheeky Charlies out that are just hanging about there. So now we've got that beautiful snowflake pattern. I have to say, rather partial to this one. Really like it. So what we've done is we've cut it out of gold,
Yeah.
shiny gold, and also the plain white. So we're going to have a slight shadow going on here. Let's open that glue back up. There we go. So let's apply the adhesive.
Now, if somebody does have a craft stall and they want to use these...
Make as many as you want.
There you go. That's what I was going to say.
Absolutely, make as many as you want, sell as many as you want. These are actually perfect to be sold flat as well, because they fold up nice and flat. So if you are taking them to a craft fair, rather than take them in bulk like that, you can actually take them in the bag.
That's a good idea.
Nice and flat, and sell them flat so that they can put them together at home.
But if you are storing them, I'm just thinking if you do have a box, you could always turn one upside down.
Yes.
So you can store them like so, which makes it easy. You can build them up like a house of cards.
Yeah, you can. If you are doing that, so the advent calendar behind me, 25 of them,
Yep.
will fit in a box that size. Yeah, because that's how I brought them. They all sit inside. Like that.
Perfect. I love those. I think that's a great idea. And the advent calendars you've got there, that's using this set.
It is.
Perfect.
It
So if
is.
you want to make and create those, there's some inspiration for you with the presents on the front, with a bit of acetate on the back. It's such a good idea. That really, really is.
Right, so I've got my decorative panels. So all we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to reinforce all those score lines. Your die has done the work for you. All you're doing is following it through. Okay. To even the edges here, we're going to come up and we're folding that edge up. Now we're not taking it right up to the top there. Put your dinner back in the microwave.
This one's wig has just fallen off. Oh, everything's okay. Everyone's fine. We're just moving and shifting some things. As you
So
do
we're just
in a live
literally...
studio. So, beg your pardon if that made you jump.
So here we go. So now we're going to apply some red liner tape, okay? You can use normal adhesive if you want, but it's so much easier and quicker to actually use red liner.
Okay.
So we're going to go down the side. We're going to take it right up to that little crease line. And the same on that side there.
So don't use glue.
You can use
You
glue.
can?
Yeah, of course you can. You can use glue with no problem at all. Now I want to turn this over. And I'm going to put a piece of adhesive down that side and that side, because that's how I'm going to close my box.
Okay.
Okay. So all you're going to do is take your adhesive off that side and place it onto there. So now you have got the beginning of your box. Now it's a lot easier to decorate when this is flat because you can put some pressure on it. Okay. So let's take these little panels. So that is one that's going to sit on there.
That's a nice colourway, isn't it?
It's lovely.
With the red, the white and the gold. I like that.
This is going to sit on that one. Now what we've done is we've actually used the die and we've just put it on some cardstock and drawn around that interior panel, okay? Because then that is going to give me panels that fit in there. So literally, that little panel is going to sit in there, and because we've drawn around the inside edge, it's going to be slightly smaller than the actual die cut.
Got you.
So that one onto there. We're going to have some little snowflakes. So these are snowflakes that come out of our trio range, and they're going to sit on that panel there.
I think these would be nice also if you hang them from your Christmas tree as well.
They would. They would.
Instead of crackers, have like little boxes hanging.
Yep. So now all you do is fold one side in and bring the other one straight over the top, align them up and fold it. Now what I would be doing if I was selling these at the craft fair, that would be going in a poly bag with its ribbon, with its tag, and then I'd have one on show. The rest would be on an arm in poly bags.
Good idea.
Yeah, because then you're not taking space up in your car as well.
Yeah.
So let's fold these in. So two in, one over, and then this one is just going to fold straight over the top. And then all you do is bend those in, and then all your little holes will match.
Isn't that easy? I say easy, you've done the hard work, but you know, when you
and
see
then
it
all
like
we're going to do is if you do straight through that side and then just feed it all the way through. Watch me frame my end. So coming all the way through here and then all the way down the other side. And it is so easy to do. Can you imagine how many of these that you can make? You could make them absolutely gorgeous. Let me just come my end because we're fraying. Back down the other side.
I was just thinking, if you own a bed and breakfast, or a bed and breakfast that's very lightweight, if you know what I mean, you could put some tea bags in there and some little chocolates for your guests.
You could. You could. So literally now bringing in our little gift tag that comes in the collection. Saying that, come on, go through the hole. There we go. And then we're just going to pull it nice and tight. And because we've threaded it like that, when we pull it, all that top is going to pull in tight. Okay? And then all you're going to do is tie that up. I'm going to put it in a knot. And then just trim your ribbons, your tassels, whatever you've used. And you have got those beautiful little gift bags. No matter what you put on them, they look rather lush.
Love that. I think this one, I love the one you've just made there, but that one is my favourite. I clocked that as soon as I walked in the studio. I think that's
nice colours.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? And very, very sweet. So with that collection, you are getting 20 dies in total. You're getting the die to make and create with all the score lines on to make the boxes. So that's the hard work done. And then all you need to do is decide, to get it the right way around, is how you're going to decorate it, because you've got all of those different panels in there to make and create. It's a fabulous set, it really is. And it's only £16.19 if you're a Freedom member. So become a Freedom member, 88888 in your basket, and make that saving. Of course, you can get this if you're not a Freedom member as well. Excuse me. Now, a quarter of the stock has gone of that, so we've been very, very busy whilst you've been demonstrating. 684761 is your item number. Now, if you are seeing lots of things on the show and you're thinking, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that, and then you look at your basket and you go, oh my word, it's over £60. Well, fear not, because we can turn that into a flexi order for you, making it affordable.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Told you it was easy. And it makes it affordable, doesn't it? With Christmas only around the corner. It's about 5 weeks away, but it gives you a chance to split the cost. So if you've just been paid, it's a great way to make it affordable to you. We're having a very, very busy show. We've got the lovely Jodie Johnson here with us, the Queen of Dies, giving some more demonstrations a little later on. But I just want to talk to you about a great set of dies that we've got. I can't believe the price that you're going to be seeing on your screen. So the details on your screen at the moment are for the tent box die sets that are proving to be very, very popular, but we'd like to share with you now the details for these fabulous dies. And with these you're getting 21, so all three for £32.97, saving £33. I know, let's turn these around so you can see. Now the great thing about these, Jodie's told us earlier on, is that you can mix and match. Because they're all the same measurements, because they're all the same size, but they're different designs, it will give you a chance to mix and match if you want to. So if I just get this and turn this around, you will see you are getting a lot for your money. So if you wanted to take out the centre of this one and change it for another one like Hay Blossom, then you can do. If you want to change the middle part, you can do. You've got the opportunity to mix and match, but you can see you've got some great sizable dies, 21 dies, and when they were a one-day special, they were very, very busy. Now you've got a chance to get all three of these. These could make great Christmas gifts for you and your family, or you and your friends if you wish. The details for those on your screen, 911581 is your item number if you want to go for those. And again, I can't believe that, just looking at the screen, saving £33. Right, moving on, let's talk about Flourishes. These are lovely and will add that extra detail to your cards. And let's just bring some samples in to show you. So you can use your Flourishes here. You can see that just coming out of that flower, making all the difference and adding even more detail to your cards. With this, for £29.97, you're getting 9 dies in total. Let's show you those dies and pick these up and turn them around. This one is a favourite of Jodie's, and I'd like to say, and I will say, it's a favourite of mine as well. And look at that. That is gorgeous image, isn't it? It really is, especially used in that darker card as well. That's just part of what you're getting. Remember, you're getting 9 dies in total, so that's your first set with your dandelion clock. And then let's turn this one around again, just to show you. So you're getting your lovely flourishes there that can be used on your cards to add all of that extra detail to make your flowers really stand out if you want to go for those. But that's not all, you are getting more. And let's turn this final one around to show you the size of these flourishes as well. 9 dies in total, £29.97, proving to be very popular with these as well. Love those. If you want to get hold of them, the item number is 808241. There is plenty more on the show. We're going to head back to Jodie, but let's take a look at some more items for you. So many of you really enjoy making your own flowers now, not just putting them on cards, but making little poses, making table decorations, making your tables more interesting, maybe for dinner parties, for Christmas, for example, buying those LED candles and then placing the flowers around them. So so many different ways, using them in headbands. This is going to give you a chance to make and create those. So you've got your stamps and you've got the dies. So this is your petunia die and stamp set. We've also got the daisies, which is very versatile. You can make all kinds of different flowers with that. £14.98, saving £7. And that's 382093. And we've also got the Magnolia as well, but maybe take those names away from your mind, because you can make and create so many different flowers, including in this one, a poinsettia. £14.98, saving £7 if you want to go for that. 498571 is your item number. Right, we are now back with the lovely Jodie Johnston. Just made me jump there. What did you do?
Well, she said, don't crash. She's talking to the camera. And I went,
All right. It made me jump. I was like that.
Right, so I'm going to play with my favourite. So this is the Doily. Okay, this is one of the doilies in the collection. This one is my favourite, I have to say.
Why do you like them so much?
The petite,
Yeah.
the detail,
Yeah.
the delicate. So I can make the most delicate card with them. But I can also... One of the questions yesterday, Jodie, what is your favourite colourways?
Red, gold and black.
I can use my favourite colourways with them with no problem whatsoever.
Perfect.
So, on your dies, we have got outside edges, so you can do your matte. You've then got your detail die, i.e. that one there.
Love that.
We then go down size, and we've even got your little centre point and also your little diddy one that's still on there, okay? Now, these are verso dies. So if I use that one on its own, it's going to stay in the front of my cardstock. So if I just grab that one, no, not that one.
That one?
No, forget it. If I cut that one on its own, it's going to stay in the cardstock. So I need to use my outside edge before I use anything else. So let's run that one through.
Find it for you.
And that's going to go all the way through, so then I can add my detail in. Now, you may want to do this the other way round. It's how your eyes work. My eyes work from the outside in, yours may work from the inside out. And it's not until you try it that you'll find the way that you...
Do you look at me from the inside out?
Oh, darling, always. So let's place this on here.
X-ray specs. Do you remember they used to sell those? They never worked.
Yeah.
But it was from the joke shop. X-ray
Yeah.
specs.
So let's place that on there. I'm going to stick it down and run it through.
Oh, I said that. I'm sorry.
So this is going to now give us that beautiful detail. Okay. So all the way through.
Okay.
And then we're going to end up with a beautiful little doily. So good old Jodie tap. Take all those little bits out and just look at that detail. It's marvellous, really, really pretty. And one of the bonuses about these dies is where you can just pick me that one up that we've knocked up on the floor. Thank you. We can literally...
It's stuck to the floor.
It's got sticky buds on,
Hang on a minute.
that's why. So you can literally come in and you can chop different bits out and make it look completely different. So you can see how just by taking those middle bits out, you can make it look different. You can then come in and take that outside edge off completely, and then you can just have a row of flowers. We could come in even further and we can take it out there. Let me just take that middle bit out of there. We can then have just a row of leaves.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
You can get so many different designs, and that is what we've done. We've
It's
cut
seen beyond
loads
what
out.
you're getting, isn't it? And I love that.
We've cut loads of them out. So my card blank is a 15 by 15, so you can see how beautifully this sits. So we're starting with the original one. That's just been mounted onto some gold cardstock.
That looks nice on its own.
It's pretty,
Doesn't
isn't
it? Yeah.
We've then taken a section out and we've just got the leaves now. And we've paper pieced behind. And we've just got the leaves. Yeah? cheated, and we stuck the green on behind and just cut it out, so the green is just exposed.
Very effective.
So that then is going to sit onto there. So we've got one tier.
Yeah.
The next tier, we've taken the flowers away, and we've got the little daisy, the little roses that we've dropped on the floor, stuck to the floor and prized back up. Okay, so that is your next tier, which is just going to sit within there.
I can see why you like these so much.
Can you see why I like
can.
them?
Yes, I
so the
can.
next tier, we have got little leaves there. So once again, we've taken the next segment, put the green on the back, cut it out. We've now got the green leaves.
See, this is what I mean by you bringing everything to life. You really do, with all your inspiration and lots of hints and tips along the way. I love it.
So the next one would be that interior doily,
Yeah.
which is that one there. So that is going to sit onto there. The detail in the middle brings
that's
it
like a little
all
stained glass
together.
window.
It is, which is going to sit within there. And all we're going to do is finish it off with a wee little bow just at the bottom there. Look at the depth that you can get.
That's lovely.
Really, really nice depth. But the beautiful work that you can get with those.
Isn't that lovely?
Can you imagine a whole display
Yeah.
of those for sale?
That's gorgeous. And
They're
again,
beautiful.
I know I keep talking about Christmas decorations and things like that, but would you be able to maybe cut around and then hang it from a Christmas tree?
of course you can.
Because that would look gorgeous. I want to show you
Yeah.
this other sample as well that I've just clocked,
Yeah.
which is beautiful, and that's just using part of one of the doily dies, and again, showing off that detail. Isn't that lovely?
They are absolutely stunning. They really are. I mean, this here is another way of using it. So just taking a set of nesting dies and just cutting out the centre there, and then inside we've just stuck the brown on the inside and then put the doily back over the top. It's just a different feel. That would be amazing for a wedding invitation.
Yeah,
It
it
would look
would.
absolutely spectacular.
I can see why you like these so much. I mean, that's just one example that we've been using there. You've got the three right here, 13 dies in total, £24.97. I'm sure you'll agree that is excellent value for money when you saw the demonstration there from Jodie of what you can do with just one of these doily sets. I can see
beautiful.
why you love them now.
The dainty.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fabulous. I love those wreaths that you've just made. £24.97, saving £14. Take advantage of that. We've got some great deals on the show today. 784144 is your item number if you want to go for those. Now, the demonstration before this one was the tent box die sets, and these are so sweet. They really are. And again, great price, £17.99 if you want to go for those. But we are very busy, so I definitely pop those into your basket. And make sure you check out so you can enjoy the rest of the show, knowing that you've got your product. £17.99, 684761. And we are approaching half the stock, on those. Now, if we come back, we've got some fabulous dies to show you, and you can make and create some wonderful bags. These could be gift bags, for example. They could be just to show off on the side of your tables, for example, or maybe you want to put some flowers inside. Maybe you want to open them up and put some posies and flowers inside. I think that'd look absolutely beautiful. I really, really do. If you want to go for this particular set, £27.99, you'll see just on the top of the bag, you'll see that lovely it's not like a clamshell, but a beautiful detail that runs along the top of those bags. And of course, the different colours you use and the different ways that you can present these. But it's not just about making bags. You can also use part of the die if you then lay it out flat, and you can make and create some extraordinary cards. Very elegant. 973597 if you want to go for this particular set. So that is the Peony Bloom handbag. And then we've got another one for you. And this one is the bluebell. And what I'll do is I'll show you the bluebell, like so. And then I'll pick up one of the other ones just to place it at the side so you can see the difference. So that's the previous one that you saw. And now we've got the details on the screen for this bag, so you can see the difference there. And your details are 331291, £27.99, saving £10. So that'll give you some money to fill your handbags up. If you want to go for these, do be quick though, because we are very, very busy. Now, another busy die set are the Perfect Poses. Love these, and they're interchangeable as well. You're saving £33 on these. For only £32.97, you get the whole complete set, 21 dies in total, and they are interchangeable. A third of the stock of these have gone. Give us a call on that national rate. It's 01733 60 2000, or head to the website hochanda.com, get your orders in, check out your basket. You can also watch us on the app now. It's available on Android and your iPhone, so you can download the app and you can watch the shows again and watch the demonstrations from Jodie if you wish, or you could watch it on the telly and just order through your app as well, making it easy for you to order from us here at Hochanda. Now we're back with Jodie and we're going to see some more demonstrations.
We are.
What are we going to look
We're
at
going
now?
to play with the handbags.
Okay.
Now, the principle of these bags is the same with both of them, okay? Now, you do need 2 sheets of A4 card to be able to complete this bag. So let's take this and let's just place it on the cardstock, and you will see there's not much space.
No.
It takes up the whole of your plate. So run that through the machine. Now, you can use the Verso dies on here, or you can make them into panels. You decide how you want to do it. In this instance, we're going to put the detail into the bag itself. So all the way through, and this is going to give us a lovely handbag. But not just a plain handbag, it's also got all the perforations and the score lines in there as well.
That's impressive.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But look, you don't have much waste. There's not much left.
So that means you could use your posh card.
You
for this
can
if you
use your
wish.
posh card. So we're going to take the detail die in this instance, and we are going to cut it into here. So we're just going to place that into situ so it's nice and level. And you're going to run that one through. So you could have it as a holy bag if you want. So do you remember the jelly bean bags we used to have?
Yes, I remember this. I remember the sandals.
I
It
do.
used to melt on your feet when it got hot.
The jelly bean bags that your pencils used to fall out at
Yeah.
school. So this is going to give us all that detail, okay? But you do have an outside edge, so you can cut a panel to go on the inside.
Actually, that's a really good idea. If you've got some pens or pencils or something like that that you want, or brushes that you want to sell at a craft market,
Yeah.
as long as they're the right size, these would be a really good way of housing them.
They would. So let's just take away any of these cheeky little bits. So you can see the detail on this. The detail is beautiful. It's so fine and detailed all the way through. So taking those a bit there.
Now, if you've got any inspiration you want to share with us, please send us a picture on our Facebook page, or you can email in studio@hochanda.com. If you've got any questions for Jodie, Jodie's here throughout this hour, and when are you back?
I'm back in the next hour.
Back in the next hour, in 5. Yeah. And then, have we got another one of these?
We do. We have another one of these at 4 o'clock.
Another sale show
And
at
then
4
I'm back
o'clock.
on at 5 o'clock.
Is that with me?
Yes.
Well, I'm with you at 4. Great.
Yes.
So if you've got any questions, we're back at 4 o'clock. But if you've got any questions you'd like to put to Jodie now, then it'd be really good to hear from you.
So
And to
I'm
keep
just-
Jodie company. She's here all day.
Yeah, I'm just putting my tape on now. So it's just a case of running the tape down there. So you can see we've already decorated one. So that's going to be either the front or the back. So let's decorate this. You've got all the side panels. So rather than Verso edge these onto the side, we've actually cut the whole thing out, and that's going to stick onto there. We've even got a right and left-handed ear.
To put ear in ear.
Put ear in ear. I like that. You're cheeky, you are. You really are. Love it. So we're just going to add all these little bits.
It's you.
I bring
I
your
was gonna-
naughty side out.
Yes, I was going to say something else, but that would have been inappropriate.
So literally, the next one is going to go down here as well. So that is going to sit onto there. And this here is going to go at the back so nothing falls out.
Okay.
So literally, we're going to place the adhesive on the edge all the way around. So this is going to sit onto there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reinforce all the score lines.
These score lines are there when you put the die through the machine.
The machine and the die do it all. You don't have to worry about it or think about it. It
And
literally,
just using your fingers is
yeah.
yeah.
So you're literally just pulling those all together.
Love that.
So that's quite not stuck yet, but hey, it will be stuck by the time we're
Very
finished.
clever, isn't it? How it puts the score lines in and then it cuts out other bits. Very, very
Do you know
clever.
a score line is actually the hardest thing to do on a die?
Yeah, I bet.
Because the pressure is it's got to be just the right depth. If it's not, it cuts all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we've got like a whole handbag. We don't need 2 bottoms. We only need 1 bottom.
Okay.
So we're going to cut 1 bottom off.
Make sure it's the trimmest bottom that you oh no, that you're keeping.
So that's 1 bottom come off. So that now is going to be the back of my handbag.
Okay.
So this one we are going to keep. So if you imagine that's folded up, so that's going to come around the bottom here. Okay. So we only need 1 lock. So we're going to cut that lock off there because we don't need it.
Okay.
So now we just fold all this up, take the sides off, and by doing the opposite one, cutting the opposite flap off, it allows you to get the professional edge at the front. Okay, so that's going to fold over like so. Let's just reinforce that score line, which we didn't do. So that now folds into there and will lock into there. Come on, in there. Come on, in. Good boy. It's not stuck in. Why is it not sticking in?
Have you put some
There we go.
double
No,
sided?
it's safe. Done.
Yeah.
Look. And then when we turn it round, you've got the professional edge at the front.
Yes.
And then when you squidge your sides in, this is going to fold over the top, and then you can lock it at the front there. Because you even get a little slot die that allows you to put a slot in there that you can lock it into place.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is.
Stick
and
bows
you
on.
saw how easy that was to make and create. You're going to enjoy doing that as well, because each and every bag can be completely different. £27.99, pence, 973 597. That's your item number when you give us a call. But of course, you can order on the website as well. So this is what they look like if you want to go for this particular set. Excellent value for money, saving £10 on that. So take advantage of that saving and pop those into your basket. Remember, you can open up a flexi order if you wish, where we'll split the cost into 2 if your basket comes to £60 or more. It's a great way to shop from us and a great way to take advantage of all of these great prices on the show today. Remember, Jodie will be back at 4 o'clock today. Don't know about the stock, so take advantage of the savings as you see them. That's all we'll say to you. Right, back with Jodie now. Let's take a look at those smaller, beautiful tent boxes.
These
Love
are
these.
sweet. These are really, really sweet. You can make them into whatever you want. Masculine, feminine, babies, children. You can decide how you want to decorate them. Make your core shape box, and then you could just incorporate maybe your Rococo dies.
Oh, yes.
Or maybe you want to take a panel out of a piece of wrapping paper. You could put that on there.
That's
so
a
you
good
can
idea.
personalise them as well as using the dies that are in the collection as well.
Yeah, you get 20 dies in total, including the die that will help you score your box to begin with. So that's going to be really easy for you to make and create. Saving £8.80 if you're a Freedom member, £16.19. 684761 is your item number. So that's your first die. You'll be able to see if I pull that forward. Those are the score lines. So they're all done for you. Then you are getting another set of dies to help you decorate the
Yeah, I
boxes.
mean, when you look at those, you've really only got one Christmas die, which is your snowflake.
Yeah.
The rest, the presents, could be any time of the year, and the other ones is just greenery.
Yeah, true. So you can use these all year round if you want to. And then the final die here, is this going to help you create a box or to decorate?
Absolutely. You have them in your greeting card as well.
That's a good
Really,
idea.
really nice.
Yeah, that is a fabulous idea. Now, that's your Freedom price on the screen. Is it just for Freedom members, this? Or do we have another price? We have another price. There you go, $17.99. So if you're not a Freedom member, that's how much it is. But if you become a Freedom member today, 88888 in your basket, start to take advantage of your free P&P and discounts like that one. Right, we're moving on because we have got
my
Jodie's
favourites.
favourite.
I want to show you some card samples,
Yes.
yeah, because these are absolutely corkers. You can make some beautiful cards with these, delicate, floral, add flowers to them, paper piece with them. They are tremendous. But just taking a look at these, very, very plain and simple, cut into your card stock, you can get absolutely beautiful effects like that one there.
Isn't that lovely?
But the same die, matted and layered.
Really?
Yeah. The die that I used earlier in pink.
That's nice.
What about the square one? Just building it into a diamond. But all these possibilities, look how, I mean, that's gorgeous.
Very delicate.
Absolutely stunning. Honestly, these dies, I was upset when I couldn't launch these because they are absolutely
Where's the
beautiful.
sample that you did earlier? Because they, do you mind if I just grab
Just
those?
at the back there.
Just these two here. I want to
They're
show
just
you them.
really, really easy to make.
Seeing Jodie put
Beautiful,
these
beautiful
together,
cards.
I mean, you wait till you see these. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? I think something like this, if you're making and creating, which you can do,
absolutely. This is
will
so,
be your premium cards.
This is so me.
It's good. They're gorgeous. They really are. You've excelled yourself there. Love them. If you do want to go for the Doily dies, £24.97, saving £14. That's the most important part. You're saving £14 when you go for the set of 3. You're getting 13 dies in total. Right, let's talk about handbags. Handbags at dawn.
Absolutely, these are stunning. These are your large formatted gift bags. So 2 sheets of A4 card will give you your beautiful bag. You just need to decide which detail you prefer because we have 2 different ones.
Yes, we
do.
do.
So this one has got the scalloped top and is called the Bluebell. No, it's not. This is the Peony.
Yes, and then this
And then
is the
the other
Bluebell.
one has got the straight top and that beautiful scrolly background. But
Great.
they will all mix and match together.
Yeah, so it might be worth going for both sets if you can afford to do so. It's going to be entirely up to you, but because they'll mix and match, you get the opportunity to do just that, and it'll make a great little craft fair for you. £27.99, depending on which one you want. You choose, but the item number for the Bluebell is 973. Oh, is at the bottom of the screen, sorry, and the Peony is at the side of your screen right there. Right, moving on. Love this. So many people now are making and creating wreaths.
Yes.
They're also making posies for the home.
Yes.
Once upon a time, we used to look at faux flowers and go, "Oh no!" Now people are going,
Do they then?
"Oh no!" But now people are going, "Yes, please." The more faux flowers, the better, because they last
They do.
forever.
They do. So whether you are wanting to make really, really posh flowers, whether you're wanting to make very basic flowers, it's entirely up to you. So start something simple. If you're wanting to do 3-dimensional images like those ones there, but if you wanted to go the whole hog, what about having your roses as well? And they are made from this particular die set.
That's fabulous, isn't it? £14.98, saving £7. Imagine all the flowers you'll be able to make with that. 038317. We've also got the Magnolia as well. We're giving these names, and of course they will make the Magnolia flowers, but you can make and create so much
you
more
can make
if you
so
wish.
many with them. And then last but not least, we've got the daisies.
Yeah, and the daisies are gorgeous. And again, you can make and create lots of different flowers, including, believe it or not, from your daisy dies, you can make those beautiful bluebells. We will be back at 4 o'clock. Jodie will be back in the next hour, but this sale show is fantastic deals. We'll be back at 4 o'clock today. And I do want to thank you. You're the hardest working guest we know, but you do such a fantastic job, and it's great to have your
enjoy my
company.
job.
Right, get Jodie on for the rest, complete all the other hours today.
Oh, I'll be like that.
But we do thank you, and it's great fun,
It's
and
cool.
you're so inspirational as well.
Thank you.
Jodie's coming up in the next hour. Don't go anywhere. You can still shop after the hour, of course. Take a look, have a peruse, pop things into your basket before the next live show with Jodie, if you wish. But don't go anywhere, because we've got great shows lined up for you. Thank you very much,
No
Jodie.
problem, and I shall see you in a minute.
Yeah, and I'll see you at 4 o'clock, and I'll see you at 4. Bye. Oh, there's a couple of flowering blossoms for you on your screen right now. Don't they look lovely? Tonic Stitch Dies, What Day Special, is coming out now with Jodie. Dawn's back, and a little later on, we've got stone carving with Southern Stone. Oh, I can't wait for that.
Hi everyone, I'm Gordon.
I'm Justin.
And
together we are Be Creative.
Justin and I formed our company just under 1 year ago to bring you new and exciting products under the Be Creative brand.
We have a fantastic relationship with Hochanda, and we love to share our ideas and creation with you, our viewers.
So why not come be creative with us
Here at Hochanda.
These fantastic extra strong permanent glue tape pens are a massive 22 metres in length. This amazing value 3-pack of glue pens are super strong, double-sided and are suitable for use on all types of paper, card and are even strong enough to make boxes. To take advantage of this great deal, go to hochanda.com.
Hi, I'm Ali from Ali Stitch Your Fingers. I've been sewing most of my life. I absolutely love sewing. I've been with the Hochanda now from the very beginning, really. That's when I started to go there. The Hochanda family are lovely people to work with, and I'm really enjoying my time with them. Designing is a big part of the journey for me as well. I love going out and finding the fabrics to use in the projects and bringing them to you. I love the designing process from start to finish, and then the finished project is just the icing on the cake. So make sure you don't miss out. Come and sew with me on Hochanda.
Good afternoon. It is 1 o'clock and we are here with our mid-show one-day special with Jodie.
I love you. I do, honestly.
I love you too, Jodie. It's always good fun.
Brought me a drink, bless him.
Yeah.
Keep me going.
Yeah, it's in my interest. A happy Jodie is a good Jodie. But when are you not happy? When are you not happy? But just being on back-to-back, it's like you bring someone a hot drink and they're like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. Heaven. It's like, it's 40p, nothing. Rolling in cash, 40p's neither here nor there. I wish. Right, it's like, please pay me back. So, we've got 2 one-day special choices.
We have.
But nobody's choosing the choices.
No, you're going for both.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised. These are what I would class as base core essentials, but with a twist. Okay, each and every die set has got all the perforations in that you would class as a stitch line. So whether it be a dot dash, whether it be a cross, whether it be little details in there, each die has got those details in. So you can then go ahead and add whatever embellishments that you want, whether it's a recycled item, whether it's a photo of the children. If you're doing maybe a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout, you could use these as your frames, your apertures, and do that. But all the girls have made absolutely amazing samples.
They're brilliant.
And I think
you can get £10 saving there, £10 saving there, but those savings are carried forward for the complete collection, so you get the lower price anyway, and then a freedom price on that as well.
I think one of the bonuses is, and this is a amazing card to be able to rabbit on about. So on this outside edge here, there is no stitch lines. So if I go like that, that is your basic mat and layer done with the guillotine.
Yeah.
But look at the difference as soon as it's done with the stitch dies.
Lifts it. It definitely lifts it.
It lifts it up off of the page and gives you that dimension.
You've got the spacing right for your those as well.
Perfect spacing. Yeah. So as we said, should we bring some boards in so that you can see what you're actually getting? Definitely. So in the first option, shall we say, you have got your circles. Your circles have little crosses in, very much like a little kiss.
Yeah.
That circles all the way around. So you've got all those different options in there, whether you're using them as a mat, a layer, whether you're using them as a stamping plate, whether you're using them as an aperture, a frame. That's entirely up to you, and it's entirely up to you then where you take it. It's not saying, I'm masculine. Well, I'm feminine.
Yeah, it can be anything.
It can be anything. Yeah.
I'm a journal page. I'm an aperture. I'm a card blank maybe as well.
You've then got all your rectangles, and your rectangles are a little bit different. So in your rectangles, you get a straight little stitch line on that one there. Then your next one down
Love
has
that.
got that wavy edge on there.
So we've already seen the kiss edge. We've got the kiss edge, the straight edge, and the wavy so
Yeah,
far.
so you've got all those different configurations within that one. So that is one option.
Now, I jumped in very early just to let you know the saving, because we wanted to get the details on the screen for you for the complete collection, because that's where everybody's shopping. But you would have saved £10 already if you'd got that pair. This is the other pair that already also has a £10 saving, and you've got those savings carried forward for the complete collection plus Freedom Price.
So this is your beautiful, beautiful ovals. It's a nice squashed oval. It's not a chubby oval. It's a nice squashed oval. But on this, the detailing is just little perforations. Little dots in a sort of triangle aspect.
Lovely they are.
But once again, they can be all your stamping plates, your card blanks, your mats, your layers, your apertures, loads of different ways with ovals. But then we've also got your squares. And your squares are what I would class as a traditional stitch line. You know, dot dash all the way round. They're very, very traditional. You can even sew with these. So if you've got the patience, just normal cotton and thread, you can go through the holes. You can go through the holes with one sheath of the embroidery thread.
Yeah.
But you can also do your faux stitching with your fine liners. So you can start to bring your fine line detail in as well.
Yeah, so you've got the different stitch details on each one, and you've got the different shapes and all the different sizes as well to make all sorts of different items, and we love the versatility of these. Basically, to break it down again, you had your £10 saving there, you had your £10 saving there as well, so the lower prices are carried forward, and then it's £59.96. If you're a Freedom member, it makes sense to be a Freedom member, to join Freedom, get the saving. Even with the price of joining Freedom, you save more because you've got to factor in your delivery as well. I love the different things that you can make, Jodie. So this was your demonstration earlier today.
Yeah, so
9
basic
o'clock.
batten layers, absolutely beautiful. Just embellish with your embellishments.
That was another one.
Shaped cards. You can make all your shaped cards with them. You can do your apertures with them as well. A very, very basic aperture there. No problem at all. But then you can start to bring in maybe your Nouveau drops. Adding different detail in with your Nouveau drops. I mean, that would have looked absolutely nothing without the stitch lines.
No, the stitch makes it.
The stitch lines
Absolutely makes it.
really make it.
Talking of apertures, you could take it properly all the way and make a really nice deep design there.
Yeah, or maybe you want to do something completely different. So we have a little book, it looks like a little book, but when we open it up, all the stitch lines have been completed with a fine liner, a white pen. So you've got something different, really pretty.
Talking of different, you've got this Christmas bauble that's like one of these
I've already got an order
optical illusions.
for one of these.
Yeah, definitely.
The
Makes a sell.
security guy
Makes a
in the
give.
foyer wants this one.
Oh, does he? Dougie.
Yeah.
Dougie already wants one, does he?
Yeah.
He's got his eye. He's got the channel on all day. He watches it.
I'm
He's
making
there.
it Dougie, so I'll bring it through in a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got us on, he's watching us, bless him.
Yeah, he is. He's watching us, probably eating a cup of beans at the same time. Have you never had a cup of beans? No. Oh, okay. So you've got then, love this, the decorative box as well.
Yeah, start
with
to
a
think.
calendar.
This is going to start thinking outside the box. Yeah, they're not just a set of nesting dies. These are all your base core shapes. Now, everything in life starts with a base core shape.
Yeah.
And you can then build on that shape to create completely different things.
That was one of Vicky's who pulled an all-nighter with the rest of the design team, working very, very hard.
Absolute star.
2 days they had to do all these, you told me. Yeah,
absolutely.
Brilliant. So your basics are here, your card blanks, your apertures, your journal pages as well. All of these projects are doable courtesy of the stitch layering dies. You're getting the complete collection, which gets you the biggest saving, etc. Also the Freedom price as well. So order all four for 900992 to order now. Basically, it is your foundation building block of any craft collection to get all of them right now. And then dies that work literally, oh yes, is it 60% of the stock gone already? 60% nearly of the stock has gone on that one day special complete collection of both choices. Dies that almost like they've been made to go hand in hand, Jodie, that now follow. We'll quickly zip through them.
So this is your Legacy Keeper. Your Legacy Keeper makes a beautiful little pocket book, memory book, but it will also work in conjunction with your memory book too. So if I turn this round, this is a whopping die. I think it's one of the biggest dies we've ever manufactured. You do need your A4 plate as well for this, okay? Now in there you have got all your detail, you've got lettering, you've got panels, you've got banners, you've got all sorts, but for me, one die in here is spectacular, and that is that die there. Looks very funny, doesn't it? But that is going to give you notebook top. You know the little spirals in your notebooks? That is going to give you your faux little notebooks on the top, so it looks like a spiral on the top there. I love that. There's something very simplistic about it, but very, very... It's me. I love it.
I love it too, Jodie. We know where you're coming from.
These you can put in any form, okay? So this one here, we've actually added a secondary little notebook inside. So we've got a secondary notebook. We've got a little acetate pocket in there that we could put something in. These are absolutely brilliant for maybe you have got some concert tickets. Fold the concert tickets up, put this inside your memory book. Maybe you're making a memory book for a baby. You could have the lock of hair in there with a picture of the baby at that side. There's something... Memories are very, very important, so keep them nice and...
nice and pocket handy size as well,
absolutely.
to take with you or keep in a drawer or somewhere. And also here on this front, make it a card front interactive, or that could be a page.
It can. This can be a page. You'll note that the outside edge of this is the same design set as Memory Book 2, so that you can work them in conjunction. So, like Matt says, this could quite easily be a page within your memory book, because that is a memory book.
Yeah, in itself, that is a couple of pages of a memory book, but that could be an interactive card front with lots of different messages or something stamped on each page. Love this. It's the Legacy Keeper, pocket sized. It's a brilliant price on today as well, £32.99 with £7 off. So it's 617458 to order now. And then talking of the memory books and the journaling, this is that core of it with those memory keepers. These are brilliant.
It is. So this is Memory Book 2. Very rare. You can't find them anywhere. So we have got the spine, we've also got your book pages and also your matting layers in there. It's possible to make 5 different size books with this, okay? So starting with your largest, which is that one there, really, really nice size book, but then you can go down to your little diddy one as well. But you've got the spine in there to be able to make beautiful pages in your books, and it's down to you how you want to decorate them. Me, I'm rather partial to graphic 45, but maybe you just want to make it in plain cardstock. That's entirely up to you.
It's all matching, all your mats and layers are matching. Work it with today's one-day special complete collection as well, and you've got even more choices on your stitch details too. That spine cuts you, so that cuts the scores for you, so that you know where all your pages are going. It's ingenious. This is the follow-up. This is the Bookmaker and Spine set with £8 off, making it £24.98. Still can't get my head around that price.
I know,
two really useful dies there. You will use those, and so many memories will be kept. 676 718 to order now. That's like part 2 of the bookmaking, and this is part 1 that we're looking at now.
It is. This is where we dipped our toe into the market. You have your main book creator here. This is what's going to create your books in its own right. You've then got a set of nesting dies that will make your book go that little bit further. They can be used completely on their own, okay? They are a basic set of nesting dies, but the shape and the perimeter is the same as your books. So, you know, you can make absolutely gorgeous books with them. Now, this never came with the spine, because we wanted to just test how the market was. So this one is literally one page there, with a centimetre mount at the end to stick it into your spine. But if you are lucky enough and you've got the spine from Memory Book 2, you can use those in conjunction with these. And the same as you can use these in conjunction with Memory Book 2, because they work as your flips and your flaps. So if I just bring this up, this is Memory Book 2, that set there. But you can see how this particular set will work as your flips and your flaps in your pages, whether you have them up, down. They're really easy to mix and match and cross-pollinate both sets and get the most out of. Yeah,
basically buy the first set that we just looked at, or buy Memory Book 1, the book creator set, either or both. They work independently, but they work best together as well.
But they come with a health warning. They are addictive. Once you start to make them, I can guarantee you'll be making more and more.
Yeah, have a rule of when you go to bed, because there will be, £34.98 plus delivery to get them, and it's a good day to get them because you're getting £8 off. Bit of shine on that. Oh, hello, there you go. So 593486 to order now on that set. And then, again, another set that works everything all coordinates here. Now,
these are your additions. These are your embellishments, say, for all your books. You've got the Polaroid in there. You've even got your little tabs in there. You've got a beautiful Baroque photo frame where you've got the little notches in there to be able to put your photographs under. They really are spectacular designs to work together. But the Polaroid, to me,
there's
is
the frame.
the piece de resistance.
Yeah, well, there's the frame. That's the Baroque frame with the ovals. There's the film strip with the hearts in the corners, and then what you just mentioned now, the Polaroid is there. So that's it. How it cuts. Those are your bits that you can add to it as well. Those are your separate sentiments that you might want to cut stencil, but that's how your Polaroid folds.
It is. So all those words will work in the bottom of your Polaroid. So whether you're using them in your memory books or maybe putting magnets on the back of them and making them into fridge magnets,
that's good.
They look really, really nice on the fridges because you can have the pictures of the children in there and whatever.
Yeah. Oh, you could make and sell so many of those this year, couldn't you? Yeah, fridge magnets, photo fridge magnets. Do it. Do it. Please do it. And then you've got your tabs as well here for your pages and for your things. Those are going to all fit into your pockets as well. And then your paper clip, which I still can't quite get my head around that. It's like Googling Google or something. You know? But a paper clip. 809241 is your item number. Have a look on the web for that set, but also have a look on the web for everything. Because honestly, it all matches. So whatever you've invested in already today, it will work. So if you've got your memory books already, if you've got your maybe book creator already, and you're looking to maybe add to your order on your memory book creating, your journaling, great. Loving the keepsake bookmaker photos, tabs and Baroque die set, maybe. You get a good price reduction on that. Also, if you're really into mixed media, of course, Tonic do their stencils and your expanding mousses as well. The Nouveau Vintage drops very popular today, and your Craft Perfect card is all good. Have a look at the web. Bearing in mind the one-day special is a very, very popular deal. You're getting a £10 saving on each choice, but on the complete collection that saving is carried forward and you get a Freedom discount, which more than pays you back for the joining fee for Freedom when you include your delivery as well. So it's worth joining Freedom to get it. Jodie,
we're going to make that bauble.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So we're taking the largest outside edge first of all, and we're going to run that through the machine. We're going to miss a die and go to the next one. Okay, so all the way through. It's brilliant.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we're making now.
So let's take that one away. And then what we're doing is we are missing one die and we're going down a size, okay? Because otherwise it would be quite, not a lot of rigidity because the cardstock's missing. So let's place that one onto there and run that through.
The thinner the circle that you're cutting, the floppier it is. So,
absolutely.
Keep a structure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So run that one through. So all the way through. And then we're going to take a little bit of metallic card. So that's going to be the beginning of our wreath. Take a little bit of metallic card and we're going to take, come on, there we go. We're going to take a circle and just cut that one out. So that's going to be my dangly bit.
Oh, okay, the dangly bit, yeah.
Going to be my dangly bit.
Let me have a little look. Oh, yeah, the dangly bit down there.
Yeah,
there
the dangly bit down the bottom.
Yeah, the dangly bit. Here we go. There it is. The dangly bit.
We've now got all our little bits that we need because we've already cut a lot of them out. So all you do is take your circles and fold them in half. So that's one. And then you fold in the die the correct side in, okay? So make sure your detail, the professional side is on the inside.
Stitch to stitch.
So then we're going to take the adhesive and we're going to squidge it all the way around and stick them together.
Lovely, okay.
So that then you would put underneath a book, for instance.
Yeah,
just to keep it set. Yeah. But we've already started. Okay, and we've got quite a few already put together. Up. So how many have we got here? I shall tell you. Hold on. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Wow.
11, 12, 13 circles on that so far. 15.
Okay.
Okay, because this is now going to go into here.
Okay, so you're adding the final
We
two,
are.
13 plus the 2. So you might think, oh gosh, you've used a lot of card there, but you've got the middle of each one that you've cut out, so you can
You
still
do.
use, you can be very clever about how you can cut them.
Yeah, so now it's just a case of taking this one.
Tonic free
And
angel
bring-
policy, making sell as
yes.
many as you can.
And bringing it over itself. So I'm just hoping that it will just hold together while we play. So I'm just going to leave that
So you've got a centre.
so that it dries. Okay, so can you see how I'm squidging the centre points together?
Yeah.
Okay, because that then is going to allow us to be able to thread our fishing line
Yes.
down the middle. So let's just leave that one there, just so that it can start to take effect. Because this is the little grey one that's going to sit in the middle. So we're going to open this one out now. So just make sure all those little bits are open. There we go, there's one hiding there, look. And there's one hiding just in there. No, there isn't. So now we've got, makes my eyes go absolutely
yeah.
wappy looking at this. It does, honestly. So we've now got our little one that we just need to stick down the side here. But we're going to put our fishing line in there first.
Yeah, you need to leave it out,
Okay,
don't you? Yeah.
so this is definitely going to send us mad. So taking
it.
our fishing line, I'm going to put a knot in the end before we go any further, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to do our dangly first. So taking our dangly, we're going to take some high tack, and we're going to put the high tack in the middle, like so. Take another piece of high tack, take your dangly, and where your knot is, put your knot at the other side of the tape.
Yeah, so we can't pull through.
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
put your tape over the top and give it a really good squidge so that no matter how that is pulled,
So two
it's
lots
not going to
closer.
come out.
Yeah.
Okay? So now let's glue this together. I'll do this with hot glue so that we can get a bit of a dabble on. So all that, and stick its friend on the bottom.
And once you've got the production line going with these, you know, there's no problem. I suppose a few people in the family can have them.
Yeah, so we've got us dangly on the bottom. So on the bottom there, we've got Merry Christmas. These are our miniature moments. You will find them on the website.
Yeah, have a look. You can shop by brand if you load on to, what's it called again, Hochanda.com, and then look for the shop by brand
What's
logo.
it called again?
Oh, I know, sorry. I do like that sometimes.
It's on the
been
top of your
years.
paycheck, Matt.
Yeah. So, all that's gone online now. So I haven't seen one for a few months. I don't know how to look at them. It's all gone on email.
So we've got our Merry Christmas on our dangly. We just hold that for a minute. It will take a little longer to dry because it's actually on some metallic. Now we're going to put our circle. We're going to pull this nice and tight, and we're going to thread this through there and up that side there.
This is before you've even started playing with your glitter cards
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
So now we found where that is going to sit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my hot glue.
I'm presuming when you measure out your fishing line at the start, you'd look at sort of the diameter of your circles, double it,
Yeah.
a little bit at the bottom, and then double it again because you're folding it over. So
Yeah,
just
so
measure it out.
I've literally sandwiched that in that top little glue point. Now, if you are using hot glue on fishing line, be careful because it will melt it.
Of course.
Okay, so we're just gluing that one shut. And then we can come down the bottom. I can't see a thing. And we're just going to put a blob of glue inside there and close that one shut. So your fishing line, if I open that up, you might be able to see it.
Your fishing line is right down the middle there.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we go any further, we're going to make sure that everything is sandwiched together. So by cutting out all these little ferns, these are absolutely beautiful ferns. These, we actually had them on the show the other day. Yeah. So your job, Matt, is to hold that
yes,
up.
Yes.
Yeah. And then what we
Thank
can
you.
do, it's okay, my pleasure. Then what we can do is we can go round and add all these little ferns just in. Now I'm working my way around the fishing line, not over the top, because once again we're using hot glue. So we're literally working our way around it so that we don't melt the fishing line.
And you're using hot glue like for the telly, but with a normal, like the Nuvo adhesive, white PVA.
Absolutely, you can use whatever you want, but we're sandwiching that in the middle, so that it can't move anywhere.
I hope we are. I'm not doing anything wrong on my own.
No. It's sandwiched in there. It's not going to move. So that one is going to go into there. So there we've got all that sandwich. Now to cover up that little bit of adhesive, we have a bow. And that bow is going to come in and it's going to go up to the fishing line. Okay. So that literally has sandwiched.
It's holding everything together, keep a bit of structure.
Together.
Keep
all right, so you've now got, so far, you've got your bauble beginning.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, have we forgotten the one in the middle now?
No, we're going to do the middle one now. So you hold. Yeah. So, the little fairies have got to go on the inside, haven't they? So take your high tack and we're going to put a full strip of high tack down both of the fairies.
Ah, yes, all the way down,
And then we take this.
Oh, it's lovely to hear from Diane. Diane, thank you so much for your message. She says she's been really enjoying watching the Tonic Show for all the demonstrations from Jodie. And she says the glow brings her back to a show she saw many moons ago, in her words. Yeah, the Joe 90, of course, that programme, Joe 90. I've seen the opening credits.
So we've now got that little fairy inside. So now we can come in with our other one. So let me just get the adhesive on here before I stick my big fat fingers in the way. So let's come in, take the globe and then wrap that around there, and then we're just going to just give it a squidge in the middle, and then she actually holds it from falling down. Yeah, so now...
So the whole thing's working together. Have you got it? I'm going to let go.
The whole thing...
That's brilliant. That's so nice.
Works on itself. She actually holds the globe up.
That's a brilliant demonstration.
It's brilliant. And you can just readjust these then, just straighten them out and space them out properly. But she's literally sat in her own little world.
Oh, that is so lovely. And that is easily something that you can make. I mean, we've got the technique down. Thank you so much for that demonstration, Jodie.
I love it.
I wonder if that's going to be one of the most popular watch again on rewind demonstrations, just to see it, to catch every element. Well, you can watch the entire show with Jodie's demonstrations on rewind, which is the catch-up service on Hochanda.com. So do log on there to take a little look. You'll find these glues as well. We use the hot glue just for TV purposes, but the Nuvo adhesive, this is the white PVA adhesive. This is a good quality adhesive brought to you by Tonic, and it's $14.97 plus delivery to order all three. Now, they've been out of stock for such a long time, but they are back, so grab them while they are here. 866160 to order now. Something else just to mention as well here. The Nuvo drops, these are the vintage drops now, 30 mils in each one of those, and you're getting all 8 of them for just $24.92. 206321. Don't forget about that either. On Hochanda.com, check them out. £3 off, making it just under £25. Now, look, the one-day special is 2 choices. Because Tonic, Hochanda, when we're planning shows and stuff, we think, okay, well, what would people like? We'd like to give you the choice. Would you like to perhaps get the circles and the rectangles, or do you want the ovals and the squares? They're different because there are different stitch lines. But you know what? Majority of people are going for all 4 today. No choice. No choice. Just get all 4. I don't know why I'm giggling, Ben. I don't know why. So we've got all 4 here for you. They're all different with their stitch designs. There was a £10 saving here. There's also a £10 saving on the other set. Take both of those £10 savings, carry them forward to your total price of £59.96. So when you see details on the screen there, don't panic that you're not getting your deal. You're getting the best price. Plus, you can take even more off using Hochanda membership and cover the cost of even joining today by getting your price down to £53.96 with a £5.90 something savings. It's good. It's a really good deal. And and it's on FlexiBuy. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, it's now £53.96, about half that price today. If you're going for it on FlexiBuy, it's something like £26.98 or something. It's got, oh, there it is. Yeah, £26.98. The brilliant thing is, these are journal pages. These are flaps, these are segments, these are elements in your journals. And I love this example here. Now, all the pages open up there. You can tie the ribbon together, and that could then be a star piece of home decor using your Rococo dies inside. You've got Always and Believe. They sold out the other day. You've got the word Celebrate, and all of your other tonic dies in there, making that star book that opens up. I love this design. Considering the design team had 2 days to work with these dies. 2 days. What with deadlines, sometimes that can happen. You know, you can end up with just a couple of days to get the designs out, but it just shows you what you can do given that time when you've got these lovely matting and layering designs, or aperture cutting designs maybe, or base card making designs. This is another one of Jodie's demonstrations from the shows. But what a lovely way of, and actually thinking about it, what's really cool about, say, for example, all 3 of these designs in a different way that we're showing now. You've got because they're matting and layering and aperture making, you can make a really lovely depth to your card, make it a real feature there with that Mother's Day card or Mother's Birthday card. You've then got, so you can cut multiples in a small amount of time. With this card, we're looking at the stitch detail, just making it. You know, that adds so much. It gives it that handmade, you know, vintage, you know, fate, that tea time, that lovely British country garden, country kitchen look. Love that. And then on here, the stitch line can also add so much in the sense that a plain white card is one thing, but having the stitch detail adds a certain element to it. And the other reason is that it actually spaces out for your Nouveau drops. It actually gives you a guideline. Plus, if you wanted to actually physically stitch through these, you can do. These are real stitched holes. They're not just debosses, which would be lovely. You know, we've got some dies at home that do that. But these are actual, you know, holes in the cardstock, so you can actually get your thread through. I mean, imagine this card, for example, with gold metallic thread stitched around the outside. If you've got the time and the inclination to do it for a very special card, and then just to stick with the golds and the blacks and the creams there, and a die that from the one day special just recently, really nice. Thing is, you're getting your £10 saving on each set of 2. You're then carrying forward the £10 there and the £10 save there, and then you're getting a freedom discount on top of that to take your price on FlexiBuy down to under £30 today to get all 4 die sets. It's a brilliant deal with your 34 dies in total. Go on, do go for it. 900 992 for £26.98 today, and then £26.98 next month. It's a really, really good offer. They can be pages in your journal. Journaling, speaking of which, this is a legacy keeper now.
It is. So this all folds up within itself. So one sheet of A4 cardstock will give you your basic memory book. Okay, so let me bring some of these forward. You don't have to use them as they are constructed. Okay, so this one here has been changed. So if I turn that round to you, you can see that you've got a flap there, my favourite die just across the top, but you can see how you've got your different elements. This one has been changed, so one flap goes up. Yeah. So it's literally a case of chopping bits off and placing them into different locations. But in that one, you've got all the wording die as well. So beautiful words in this collection as well. So you can use those even on just on your plain cards.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways of using them.
That bit that you just showed, Jodie, that sort of pocket element there, that's that die there, isn't it?
It
so
is.
Depending on where you place it, you can make the split.
Yeah.
Wherever you want on that. In fact, it's been used here brilliantly, so keep your eyes peeled on that
so
panel
there we
there.
go. That panel there is that split you can see there. And when these are lifted up, that one has had an extra panel added to the bottom of it. But even the back is all decorated, and these are all little tags that sit inside.
Gorgeous, these, and there's that one as well, that double
a
gatefold.
double aspect. You can make them as big as small as you want. And because of the contour of the outside edge, they all match the memory book too.
See that, just you can build in your acetate, you've got your picture frames potentially there, you've got your notelets, there's that little panel, so you can build that in. I mean, these are so lovely. You can make them, you can personalise them to make as many little panels and folds as you want.
Yeah, and not only that, Christmas tags.
Oh yeah,
Pop them out, chop them up.
Just as one
just
tag.
That little tag. There, perfect size for Christmas presents.
Punch a hole in it, away you go, bit of ribbon, bit of jute, and Bob's your uncle. So it's a really, really good set, this together. There's all sorts of reasons to make it a guilt-free purchase today, especially considering it's £7 off as well, making it £32.99 for a big set, a big set that. You need your A4 machine for that main outline shape. And then, in terms of memory keeping and bookkeeping, bookkeeping without the accounts, all that's boring bookkeeping. But yeah, this is a wonderful hobby to pick up on.
They are. So in this collection, you have got your spine, you have got your main memory book. There's a possibility of making 5 different sizes with that particular die. So let's have a look at one of the medium ones, yeah? Because you don't have to have them landscape, you can have them portrait. It doesn't have to be a traditional book. But inside this one, let me turn it round to the right, you've got all your little pockets, all your little tags, everything else. Now, one of the questions I'm asked over and over again about memory books is what weight cardstock you should make your main book from. All these are made out of 240 GSM. Okay, so because if you imagine, let me get a bigger book. If you imagine that front cover there, that's got 2 sheets of black stuck together. So instantly you're looking at 4,880 just
doubling
on the black. You've then got a gold one on that side. You've got a gold one on that side. So you're now looking at another 480. You've then got graphic 45. I've got no idea what weight graphic 45 is.
Maybe,
so you've got graphic 45 on there. You've then got a plain white cream 240 on there. So instantly you're looking at over 1,000 GSM just in that cover there. So 240 is quite adequate because you've put in multiple layers together and it feels top-notch.
Yeah. When we pick up these samples, you can feel the weight in them. So when you're making these for friends and family, making these for yourself, you know, this is a real keep for the future. This is an amazing hobby as well because there'll never be two that you make that are remotely the same either.
I'm obsessed with them. This is my get out. You know when you say to me, Jodie, what do you do for your own crafting, your mojo kicker? This is it. I go in my office, I start to make one of these, look at my watch and it's 3 a.m. It's like, where's the time gone? Yeah,
seriously, 2 bottles later as well.
Absolutely.
Just kidding.
Best one's come out then.
Oh, plain water, still water. So you've got... what was my question as well? Oh, crumbs, my mind's gone blank. Yes, what Facebook page do we find?
Right, so if you go onto Facebook and look for Making Memories with Jodie, there's over 3,000 of you on there. Making all these memory books, but most importantly, you're sharing our ideas. The ladies are videoing what they're doing, and then when somebody asks, oh, how do I make that page layout? Then they're going back and making another video to share with each other. Honestly, you lot on there are absolutely amazing.
It's brilliant. Making Memories with Jodie. So it's a really good price on that. Half the stock's gone. It's been out of stock a lot this year. 676718 to order now. Half the stock's gone on today's available. £24.98 plus delivery to get those pair. That's your spine that you and also your main bookmaker, which you can use in conjunction with this next set as well. Use it on its own or use it in conjunction.
Absolutely. So this was the first memory book we did. So we started out small, really, and then I was greedy and I wanted a bigger book cover, so that's where the nesting dies came in. But you know, you can start to bring your personality into all of these, okay? So whether you've got pattern papers, whether your daughter is into a particular character, you can buy those papers, can't you? But you know, you can have some real fun. So place all your magnets on, or let me put that down for you.
Oh yes.
But literally, you can make all these little pages. So they're all different. You've got little tags in there. Oh, I don't know, how's that one open? I can't remember. Oh, I've got no idea. I
might not be a page.
I can't remember. Oh no, here we go. Here we open at the front.
That one.
Yeah, so you've got your little tags that open up, and then this one opens up from the bottom there. And you know something? That is what really ticks my boxes about Memory Box. where's the flaps?
Yeah,
Where's the
where is it? Where's
Where
it?
can I
What's
get
inside
into it?
there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's all those, it's fun.
They're good to explore.
It's nice and relaxing. Put your pictures in there. Maybe you could be telling a story. All the way through.
Yeah, it's a great way of bringing photos to life. If you've got digital photos that are hiding on the computer and you just want to print them out and get them into
But
your
you
memory
said
bank.
hiding.
Yeah, hiding.
But how many
yeah.
times do you delete them off your phone?
Yeah,
Because your memory's
exactly,
full.
and then you never see them again. That's it, they're gone. So get them off your phone onto the computer as often as you can, because you never know what might happen to your phone as well. You might drop it down the loo or something. So always back up your phone.
I'm terrible for doing that.
Oh, there's somebody watching now that is going to have dropped their phone down the loo today.
It's terrible.
So it happens every 18.5 minutes, and it's a statistic. So worldwide, that is worldwide. 593486 is your item number there. This is where it all started. The memory book making. When you start, you will not stop. And then this set here for making memories, taking photos, and keeping photos. It's made for
Yeah,
it.
so these are your accessories, like they say. Polaroid, absolutely love the Polaroid. For me, it's retro. To the teenagers, it's actually modern, because they've brought a new one out for the kids, haven't they? So, you know, it fits both generations. Put the word in there. You could use them on fridge magnets, put a little magnet on the back. They look lovely on the fridges. But you've got all the accessories, from little tags to film strips to your framework to your little bits where you put the photos underneath. There's loads of different accessories within that collection.
Clip your photo in behind those curls, it's brilliant. And then you've got that detail there on your ovals as well. The actual film strip itself, I mean, put that over, you know, print out some photos and just get each face in there. That's brilliant for a family. You've got your corner embellishments there for your photos and your tickets and tabs. And then on this one, that's the Polaroid that you're talking about. Other instant photos are available probably. And then you've got your words. These are brilliant die cut, ace to stencil, I'm sure.
They are. You know, just use them on your media pieces as well. Put a backing plate on them and just use them as a sentiment. They're beautiful.
This one next, actually. That's your Polaroid, actually, when it's folded and your words are actually making it. I mean, it makes to sell. These are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know, just quick ones. And then your extra tags as well. This is all available in this set for $34.97 plus delivery. And it will go hand in hand with your bookmaking and memory keeping and stuff. And it's going hand in hand with today's One Day Special, 809241 to order now. Have a look at the website, hochanda.com. On there, you'll find all of Jodie's dies that Jodie's using today and more as well. Your keepsake bookmaker, the dies that we've just looked at, the One Day Special, the stitched frames dies as well, and all of your goodies from Nuvo, from Tonic. You've got, for example, your expanding mousses and your other stencils on there too. Don't forget your vintage drops also. They are £3 saving on them, as well as all of your cardstock. Your cardstock's been split into colours, so you've got your greens and blues and sunrise, and then there are some crystal drops to go with your cardstock. We may have sold out of the greens and blues on the Nuvo drops to it. Just have a look, because they would normally be there unless they're hiding somewhere else. You never know. But maybe actually. Yeah, neutrals are there, sunrise are there, and the vintage ones are there. Yeah. I'm just looking here, live in the studio. If it's not here, it's not.
Yeah.
Are there any out back?
No, they're not hiding.
No.
Right, so we're going to play with the square ones this time, okay? So we're going to go a larger one with the gold and also the chocolate brown down the bottom there. So let's run this through the machine. So it's going to give us that perfect matte and layer. The gold is going to shine through absolutely beautifully. Now this gold, word of advice, if you can find this on the website, I can't remember what it's called, but if you go and look for Craft Perfect and you find this on the website, you might want to grab yourself a packet, because there's something coming up in a couple of weeks that this works with amazing.
Wow, I thought we just wanted to grab it because it's nice, but if it's working with something on the way.
There's something coming, and that, honestly, it looks amazing on it. So, let's take this.
Yeah, it's like brushed gold.
It is like a brushed gold. It's really, really attractive. So we're going to place that one onto there and that one onto there. So we've got a matte and a layer. Okay. So let's take some adhesive and put the adhesive and stick those down. And I think those colours together are really opulent.
Very effective, yeah.
They are. They remind me of Christmas chocolates.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate. So that one, wrong one. Shouldn't have picked that one up. So let's do the correct one. So that's going to go onto there. We've then gone down a couple of sizes. We've now got the nesting ones as well. So they're going to go onto there.
If you're just tuning in today, it's the layered dies. The stitch detail on all of them is different, but you've got your squares, your ovals, your rectangles, and your other one, circles, did I mention? Yeah.
So
ovals.
this hello, this is actually out of your ATCs. If you manage to get hold of your ATCs, that hello was in your ATCs. So that is going to sit onto there. So let's take a 3D sticky bud. No, we're not. Ben, can you just run it up to my other set and just get me my 3D foam? Thank you, Angel Pie. So while Ben's just getting me some tape, what we have done is we've made a little sleeve like that. You are an angel.
That's good.
Thank you, my darling.
Nice guy as well.
So we've made a little sleeve. We've also made a little drawer that is just going to sit inside there. We've then taken a piece of cardstock, give ourselves a little fold back, and to strengthen the top, this is going to reinforce that section there. So let's just take some high tack and put some high tack on there.
You've chosen some really cool samples to do your demonstrations around, actually, to work your demonstrations around, Jodie. Ones that when people are watching, they'll be like, oh, how do I make that? It's good ones.
I mean, to say, oh, it's a set of nesting dies. Oh,
it's so much more.
You can do so much with nesting dies.
What we're making.
It is unbelievable. Yeah, that's what we're making.
Yeah.
Once again, one of our Vicky's, bless her heart.
Yeah. There you go. You've got the calendar, you've got the drawer, you've got the sentiment at the top. Folds flat, wrap it in something, send it.
Yeah, so we're taking off this tape now. Like so. And then this is going to go straight onto the top of there. So that extra piece of cardstock is going to really enforce the top of that box. So this here is going to be your upright. So we need to draw front. We've got a little brad as well. So let's just take the drawer out. Let's stick the drawer front on. I'm going to do it with high tack, okay, because I don't want it to peel off. So I'm going to do it with high tack for speed, just so that I can get my fingers in. At home, I'd probably use normal adhesive.
And then wait for it to dry, like your Nouveau.
Yeah.
This one.
Absolutely. So let's put our drawer front on. So that little drawer front is just going to go on like so. And then you're going to take a pokey tool. You're going to find the centre point, and then you're going to give it a stab. So you've got a hole. Now, because your brad is longer than a pokey tool, just get a pair of pointy scissors and just give it a wiggle. And then your brad will go in and will just open at the back. Okay, so now you've got a little drawer pull on the front. So let's put that drawer back in. So that could be filled with sweeties. So let's make this into a sort of dressing table, I suppose. So we've got a square. We're going to place that onto there. So let's hot glue that for speed. So here we go. Bit of hot glue. Let's place that one onto there. So that is making that extra firm at the top.
Yeah.
We've then got our matten there.
Courtesy of our one-day special.
Which is going to go
collection.
Onto there.
Complete collection details on your screen at the moment with the freedom price off.
So that is going to sit into there. We want to decorate the top as well. So that's where our other matten layer is going to come into place. Let's fold that back. Put our other matten layer in. So now you've got that so far. So we're going to turn it over because we want the bottom of the box to be as nice as the top. So that's where the other one is going to come into play, but we're not bothered about a bit of gold. So that is going to go onto the bottom. Or it could be your drawer lining.
Oh yes,
You
for
could
the inside
line
of your
the-
card. Yeah, yeah.
you could line
because
the
it's
drawer.
smaller, yeah.
So let's put our side panels on. So a little bit of adhesive on there. So we're decorating all the sides now. Working our way round. It doesn't take a lot of card. It takes a little bit of thought to work out,
Yeah, your
but
panels and
it doesn't
everything.
take a lot of card.
As soon as you've got your tonic trimmer or your guillotine, you're well away.
You are.
You know, your Craft Perfect cards on the website as well. If you like any of the colours or anything, you'll see the colourways all in the different choices in the bundles.
So my hello is going to go on like a diamond. So let's just work that one out. So that is going to come and sit like a diamond at the front. But my calendar is going to be the doorstop.
Just be straight, okay.
So just take the backs off these. I remember at school, do you remember when the teachers used to give you these and you used to get excited because you were making your mum and dad's Christmas present?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. and every kid in the class was doing it. You'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
my one's going to be good.
Yeah. So that is going to go on, and that is going to form my doorstop. So let's just reinforce. I'll take my drawer out a minute. Let's just reinforce that crease there. There we go. So now we've got our little drawer with our calendar. We could have sweeties in there if we
Really
wanted
cute.
sweeties in there, or maybe you want to store other things in there.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, absolutely anything. I mean, this is just a desktop, tabletop, little coin
Yeah.
sort of keeper as well. But the whole point is, it's personal,
It
it's
is.
useful,
It
and
is.
it folds flat. It's box shaped, but wrap that up safely and post it off
Yeah.
to somebody, and they would love to receive that.
Yeah.
Comes together really easily as well. So if you're making handmade today or making handmade for this Christmas, which we're buying everything
Yep.
handmade this year. Me and my wife, we've decided that. So yeah, go for it. Make a purchase now. You've got your freedom price as well, $26.98, including your delivery. You've got your rectangles, your squares, your circles, and your ovals there. They're all stitched in a different way. Oh my goodness, the show's gone already. This 10 to hasn't quite gone, but oh my gosh, we're just in that sort of, this is what you've seen kind of part of the show. So 900992. It's brilliant because it's on a freedom price. Even if you're not a freedom member, it pays to join freedom. Get the discount, don't pay delivery, and you get the best deal when you get all four. And if you're thinking, oh no, I feel a bit naughty getting all four, am I the only one? Pretty much everybody's getting all four.
Absolutely.
Yeah, today.
The
That's best
saving
choice.
on the whole bundle is brilliant.
Yeah.
And there's so much that you can do with them. Don't just think, oh, it's a set of nesting dies. They are a set of nesting dies with extra detail in there. So start to think about your shaped cards. Start to think about your concept cards. Everything has that beautiful matte and layer principle on there. But just a matte and layer, you've got the matte and layer. But this has got detail in. You've got all those stitch lines. Do you want to emphasise those stitch lines by putting embroidery thread through? Do you want to emphasise them by putting faux stitch lines in with your little fine liners?
Yeah. Or adding
Do you
with
want,
your
add in any die that you've got. You can use them as part of the whole card.
Speaking of adding to the stitch line, there you go. Is that with a line, a
Yeah, so
marker
that's
just
with
gone?
a fine liner,
Yeah.
just all the way down. So, you know, lots and lots of different ways. I think this one's a prime example.
Go on.
If that wasn't for the stitch detail on there, it would be quite plain.
Yeah.
But the stitch detail takes your eye inwards. It really does give you that extra feel. But, you know, aperture cards. So that there, your aperture is actually being done with those stitch lines as well. You know, beautiful ways of making your shaped cards. Nouveau drops, look how they fit within the perimeter there. I think that one is really, really brilliant for an invitation.
Shaped card blanks as
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
like this, as you just said, your shaped cards, quite feminine,
snap.
potentially. Oh yeah,
Snap.
but also masculine or for a music
Yeah.
lover. You know, either way, two very different
So
cards.
make them into your easel cards really easy, or mix and match two different shapes
Oh,
together.
yeah, there's a few like
you
that.
don't have to do just one shape. I mean, that's the square within the circle within the square. Loads of different ways of
There's one
playing
that
with
mixes
them.
shapes.
Yeah, so recycling as well. That could be an image that you've recycled.
Oh,
yeah?
this is nice.
You don't have to waste the imagery because you can place your nesting die wherever you want it to be. Maybe a kid's photograph, maybe a picture of the house. You can position it where you want it to be.
There's another classic example. If it wasn't stitched, it would be nice,
yeah,
but it wouldn't have that character, that interest. That stitch detail just works with that stitched like cloth
it
country.
It gives you the point
kitchen.
of interest. So another shaped card here. Let's get it the right way round. So very, very pretty. But when you open it, you've even got the stitch detail going on the inside as well.
Nice.
That actual card blank was cut from the dies, so the stitching comes all the way around and also up inside the card as well.
So do you want to make your own card blanks? Do you want to have that different stitch detail? Do you want to cut your own apertures? Do you want to have your own photo frames with the decoration on them? Would you like to make your pages on your journals and your memory books? Would you like to have a core set of dies that friends and family will want to borrow off you because they are at the very foundation of everything you're making? Are you looking at the price thinking, oh, hang on a minute, I thought I got money off on the one-day special? Well, you do. You got your £10 off on each pair. Those smaller prices are carried forward for when you get all 4, and then you get a freedom discount as well. So 2 payments of £26.98 gets you all of them. And then this is the Legacy Keeper now as well.
The Legacy Keeper, keep your memories, yeah. Loads of different ways of building this. At the moment, it is 3 by 3 and then half ones across the bottom. But you can build these into whatever configuration you want. So if I just pull those up, and that little one is going to open that way. So now that is 4 by 4. You know, you have a play and see what you can do.
Lovely stuff. This is the Legacy Keeper. It's brilliant. It's an A4 die, so you do need your tangerine for it. And it's 617458 to order now with £7 off. It's £32.99. And the memory keeping, the bookmaking, it continues with this set.
This is brilliant. Not only is it as rare as hen's teeth, it is here and the stock is here. You have got the spine, you have got the book, the possibility of making 5 different sizes. And honestly, you will become addicted. Once you've started to play with this, you'll be like, oh, there's actually a lady on my page who says, Jodie, I have to admit, I bought it at launch. I've never had it out of the packet.
Oh.
I'll be back later. I'm going to play.
Yeah.
She came back on and she's like, oh, it's so easy.
Good.
Why do I worry?
Good,
They
don't
are
worry,
so
get it.
easy.
Yeah.
No measuring, no pencil lines, no rulers.
Yeah.
Literally, just get on, play with it, and you're going to have so much fun.
It's a good excuse for using all that cardstock as well. If you've got any spare pages that you're thinking, oh, do you know what, I should use it, I really should. We joke about keeping paper pads and cardstock, but use them.
I'm a paper sniffer. I admit, I'm a paper sniffer.
There you go, self-confessed. We've got a number you can call later, Jodie. £24.98 plus delivery to order with your £8 off right now. It's a good set. This is where it all started as well with the memory keeping.
It is, so they will all mix and match together. So this is absolutely beautiful. You can use the nesting dies completely on their own. They make beautiful cards and also book dies that look like a traditional old-fashioned book. But you've got your main dies to use in conjunction to make beautiful books, not only on their own, but also in conjunction with Memory Book 2.
Yeah, so here it is. Here's one made. You've got the spine nowadays, but even without the spine, you can make yourself a really cool book there because you've got the tabs and the way they work, where your pages all glue together. But the lovely thing is, these are literally make-to-keeps, obviously, because of their very nature.
Yeah. They feel quality. You know, start with your 240 GSM, and once you've built them together, you start to feel the weight in these beasties. They really are something really pretty.
Look at that. Memories, things that you think that you know that you think you'll remember, but you know that you'll forget. You know, that people will be so appreciative of these. Somebody with a new baby or a baby on the way, that you want to note things down. You want to keep things there. Go for it. It's your lovely memory book die creator or creator die set, and it is £34.98 plus delivery, courtesy of a £8 saving. While we're here, it's the one-day special, and it's an either or because you're getting a £10 off and £10 off here. Take both of those £10 off to make 20, carry the saving forward onto your complete collection, and then treat yourself to a Freedom discount as well. But I'm not a Freedom member, but you are. For £6.97 you will be, and you're saving more than the cost of joining Freedom when you factor in your delivery. So grab these as a Freedom member today, and this will be something that you always return to, won't it?
It is. Your base core essentials you always come back to. It's a set of dies that you're going to use constantly, no matter how you're crafting.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because journaling, memory book making, apertures, card blanks,
stamping.
Loads of it.
Yeah.
Well, think of all these as flips and flaps that you can be making as well as. So however you craft, it's a useful set. So no wonder it's been so busy already. Congratulations if you've already picked it up. And Jodie, we'll see you for final call
We will.
at 5 o'clock.
I'm back at 4.
Oh. Easy yay for Jodie today, back at 4 o'clock. Let's find out where and how. OK, so Dawn's here with Craft Buddy next. I'm guessing that's with TV's Dave Bradford. There's stone carving, yes, I'll see you for that. And then Jodie, yes, she said she's back at 4. That's what she means. That's the later. That's her 4 o'clock die cutting with Jodie.
My name's Catherine Sturrock and I bring to Hochanda my company Character Crafts. Character Crafts brings to you our laser cut designs. Each design is designed by myself. We cut them on the laser machines here in Doncaster and bring the products to you at home. Character Crafts is suitable for all ages and all abilities, so I hope that I can inspire you and help you along with your crafting. I like to show you how to use different paint techniques and different techniques to bring the characters alive and use various mediums to decorate, and I also use air dry clay for decorating with the flowers. So make sure you look out for the Character Craft shows on Hochanda. I hope to see you soon.
Good afternoon, hello, welcome along. It is lovely Dawn back with us again.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Busy morning this morning?
Yeah, but I had to go. I didn't feel too great this morning. I went home, had a little snooze. I'm much better now.
Oh, good. A little snooze can make all the difference. And actually, what we've got themed-wise, you're going to absolutely love. We've got some unicorns coming up a bit later on. But to start off with, we've got mermaids. Now, these are brilliant. I've never seen anything quite like it before, because this, you can buy them individually. The stamps on their own, which are these at the top here. If I just turn them around so you can see them. The most glamorous...
I can't quite see them, actually. Shall we put this behind,
Wait,
Dave?
I'll probably drop it. There you go.
Because you don't see the images on that background.
That's better. There it pops. So you've got the images of the ladies, the kind of top half of their bodies. Then you've got the separate tail fin, of course, as well. Everything to do with the mermaids and nautical. You've got the knots there, you've got the ship's wheel, the anchor, starfish and all of that. But you can just imagine kind of creating these underwater scenes with these wonderful characters. They're only £13.99 and they're brand new today, these, aren't they?
And if I bring that in, you can see there just what a lovely effect it can have. So very, very pretty.
Very pretty
Nice,
and brand new. But before you buy these on their own, you may well want to go for the whole bundle, which we're going to show you in a second, because there's all sorts of other bits and pieces in the big bundle. You've also got the brand new stencils as well. Now, these, of course, stencils are great. They can be used with your texture paste, they can be used with spritzes and inks and all sorts of things. But, of course, you can emboss with them as well. But here you've got all the kind of moving waves, the flourishes, you've got the seashells and the underwater scenes too with the rapids.
I love the stencils. I think they're incredible, really useful for you to use in lots of different ways. And then on top of that, if if you are going for, you can buy the stencils on their own too as well, but if you're going for our full deal, you actually get mermaids' tails with them as well. That keeps falling down. I need some blue tack or something. So you get 20 of these, and they are lovely. And if you just look there, I've back-to-back them here. Naomi's done one back-to-back to make a keyring, but down here, in fact, the body of the mermaid, the little mermaid tail, has been put onto it. So it really has come across fabulously. So lots of different ways. Just looking, this is, Naomi's done a little necklace as well with the mermaid on shrink plastic. Isn't that
really
lovely?
Cool. Yeah.
So she's made a little mermaid necklace there for a little girl, or a big girl as the case may be. Loving this one here, where it's actually got the tails all over it and just painted in with my glitter brush pens.
That is lovely.
Which is fabulous. So that's a really effective way. A few different ones here. Sharon and Naomi have done these samples, so thank you very much, ladies, because I've been away at all the shows. So Sharon's done a little plaque there, and under the sea plaque.
How many are bursting off into song now, seeing that?
This one here is lovely. This is what Naomi has done. Now we've just added these MDF plaques to the show as well, so there is a set of fantasy MDF plaques. So this is the anchor plaque, that's one of Naomi's lovely piece of artwork. So, and I think there's a flip-flop, I can't quite remember what there was in this, but there was an unusual set, and we had it on one of my shows, but they were never used. But it's 5 fantasy MDF plaques. Perhaps we can have a little look at the picture later on.
Well, you're saving by buying the big bundle, £8 off the price, down from £37.46 to £29.46. The fantasy plaques are on the bottom of the screen, 5 of those for £11.99, including that anchor. But if you want to go for the big bundle of the mermaids and everything connected to the mermaids, you get the stamps, you get the stencils, and you get 20 of those mermaids' tails. And remember, the mermaids' tails are in different finishes. You've got like a white AB, you've got a holographic combination of really quite fancy colours there as well. You've got like a gold, like a rose gold, like a salmon pink, and a clear, and a slightly frosted one. They're all there. They're brilliant value at £29.46, and that's 206147, your item number. Now, we've also then got the embellishment pick and mix. Now, we're going to just skip over these clear stone. We'll come back to those in a minute. But you've actually got a choice of the theme. So you've actually got here the pink flamingo, you've got the mermaid's tail, you've got the unicorn, or you've got the butterfly as well. I've never seen anything like this before.
Aren't they lovely? Now, obviously, you can put these onto clothing. So if you've got little girls that are into the reindeers, unicorns. Or the flamingos, whatever they may be, you can decorate clothes with them. So you can actually make them into a little brooch. I've got a brooch on my top. So they come in different colours. So if we go back to the actual unicorn, you can see your colour palette here is giving you, and let me just check, we have got, I should have stuck them, the unicorn doesn't want to play. Okay, so we have got, we've got a rainbow, pale rainbow. So those are the colours that come through them all.
Right.
So you can see you've got the pale rainbow, the bright rainbow, the pink, the silver, and tucked in my hand, that wonderful interference, that wonderful AB colour.
Now you can choose 2 packs. Now they're going to be 20 in each pack, so that's 40 images in each, or in total, and you choose between the mermaid's tails, the butterflies, the flamingos, or the unicorns. Choice is yours to have 2 the same or 2 completely different, but as card embellishments they just look amazing. Dawn's wearing one on her blouse, which looks fantastic as a piece of jewellery. You could easily put, if you wanted to, a safety pin through the back, because they're actually on little cushions. So if you want to just pin a safety pin through the back of that, rather than investing in expensive brooch backs, that could then make a very inexpensive brooch. You could have them maybe going across a jacket, up the strap of like a bag, for example, over your shoulder.
This is just on a brooch backing. So this is on a brooch backing, just been stitched on a brooch backing. So I've got a little unicorn brooch on today.
Cute.
So it is cute. So the kids would love it, absolutely love it. This is a fun way too, just to actually have one on the front of a card like that. But don't forget, you can of course just put them onto a keyring, and that makes something very special. Now that's been done singly. I do rather like the idea of them being done back to back, and then you would just stitch around the edge, put them together and do a little stitch, over stitch around the edge of it, so that you've got that two-tone. But just to give you a little bit of inspiration with regard to the cards, Charlie and Anne were helping me this weekend make them because we were at the Excel show. So you can see just how pretty they are, using them with the dies if you want to. Again, these are some of the dies that I've put on the show. Can you see I've embossed the background of the circle die there too, and I used our glitter tapes and just did a quick matting and layering up with that one.
Something a bit different.
Very, very pretty.
Yeah, and they're £3 off, and you're going to get 40 40. Choose the 2 packs of 20 you'd like, either butterflies, flamingos, unicorns, or mermaid's tails. The choice is yours.
I saw this as well, that Nick, can I just show you what Naomi did? She'd obviously bought a book that was all, because there's lots of books out at the moment, they're all about mermaid theme. So she did this as like a little bookmark attached to it. So with the little mermaid tails, you can check it in where you are. Ride a unicorn, swim with mermaids, and chase rainbows.
Why
Sounds
not?
good to me.
Yeah, do all three.
Yeah.
£10.99 then, 656944, your item number there if you'd like those. Now, also we've got some filigree corners. Now these, whenever they've been on air before, I'm not sure if this is a new bundle or whether it's been on air before.
No,
but
it's been before.
It has been on air before.
Yeah.
These are always popular, this concept, because they're proper metal. They're plain, but you could of course colour them with your alcohol pens if you want to, no problem there at all, or leave them in the colour that they come. You're going to get gold and you're going to get silver finish on all of them, but I can't believe they're so inexpensive. You get 100 of them, and the metal for £16.95, so really lovely.
Don't forget, you can actually use a Versamark ink pad. That's the different designs there on the black card. A Versamark ink pad with them, and put embossing powder over. The guys just in a Gordon were doing it last week with them, and they look amazing. So you can make them patina, copper, whatever colour you want.
But not just as corners, that could be a lovely header, couldn't it, on the invitation or a menu or something.
Beautiful flourishes, really.
Gorgeous. £16.95 gets you all of them. Then we've got the same sort of idea, but with leaves and feathers on this one. Now these I think are even nicer.
Did we get stock on these? Because I know this morning we didn't actually have any stock on these.
Oh, they have gone?
Have they sold out? Yeah, I didn't double check with Dino if we did have any stock. If you're watching, Dino, can you let us know? Because they had gone this morning.
OK, so sorry, no more stock of those at the moment. I'll let you know if we're able to get any more of those. 537945. We have got our fantasy resin as well.
I was going to do the stamps. Can we show the stamps? These are the stamps. So the stamps, now these were very busy this morning. I only touched on them. Every time I brought these to you, they have sold out.
Right.
OK, so I'm going to demo on these again for this hour. I apologise because I have some beautiful finished samples that the design team have created, and I've lent them out to various people for shows and not got them back. So there's a butterfly, there's a dragonfly, there's the feather, there's the beautiful owl down there. The owl is amazing.
And just look at this feather stamped up, and again a few of the fantastic Craft Buddy embellishments added to them there. We've got those coming up, or similar to them, coming up in a second.
Those are coming up in the next kit, actually. So that peacock feather that's on here, which is giving you this AB in the corner, is coming up right with the next kit. You think I've planned it?
I know. And also, if you want to use a bit of shrink plastic as well, you can make them into little keychains or pieces of jewellery too. But that feather, always popular. The owl is gorgeous. The butterfly and dragonfly, well,
They're
goes
lovely.
without saying.
We'll stamp some of those in just a short while. So if you do want these wonderful AB embellishments here, you can see that's the peacock feather up here at the top, and you've got a whole selection of different designs in this kit. It is a beautiful kit. You can colour these with your solvent-based pens again, Dave. They are just very, very effective, and the fish match obviously our mermaid theme of today's show.
But they come with a hint of colour themselves. They've got the AB coating on them.
They have an AB coating, but they look totally different depending what colour you put them on. So this one's been coloured with like an amber colour. That has no colour on it, so you see more of that pink tone. This one has the purple and the fuchsia on top of that as well. So you can see just really beautiful effects with them. Just one of those gorgeous flowers in the top corner, that sort of effect. The butterflies across here as well look really lovely.
And you do have a freedom price on this as well, which is even more reduction for you. £28.66 delivered. All of that, that's 489723, your item number. Then we've also got some more adhesive gems here, coming complete with a Craft Buddy and Dawn Bibby Pokey Tool. Here you've got all these different
These
sizes.
are the glitter gems. They do come with the Pokey Tool. So you actually get the glitter gems. They're $3.99 per sheet for one. And they are the circles, but they're pointed circles, so the pointed resins. They are wonderful and sparkly as well. So all of these colours here just give you a fabulous effect. So you've got the stronger colour palettes there. So much stronger colour palettes to them. So your purples, your reds, your turquoise. You've got your black as well. Now these are $3.99. So 10 would be $39.99, wouldn't it, or something like that. Then and two more on top of that. So say 40. So if you say 40 and then another 8, 48. Your Pokey Tool's £4.50.
Right.
So that's £52 worth of value here
for $19.99.
Yep. So you do need to get hold of them.
It's got a Dawn Bibby bit of bling on the end there as well.
And these are not going to come back. Once our stock of these is gone, we're not bringing the glitter gems back.
Half the stock gone on those, always popular. We'll let you know if they're going to get close to selling out later on. Also, we've got these dies. Now, these dies are always must-haves and always very, very popular because they're so versatile. This could be under the water or it could be, you know, growing in a garden, couldn't it?
That's exactly why I brought this one in. This is the Thorny Branch. We've not seen it for a little while. It's from my Fantasy Flower range. You're getting the 3 sets of dies. I'd used it here just with the flamingos, but it also works really nicely with the mermaid under the sea too, just for something different. So it's just that single set on its own. Great price though at $10.99.
Very good price at $10.99. And then we've got the twigs that you can see here, or the branches. Let's have a little look at these. And again, you get a separate die that gives you kind of foliage, which you can add to the branches if you want to.
You have got the tiny leaves, and that's really nice just on its own. That's my little owl peeking in from the corner. He's going to be available when I'm back on the 25th and 26th. And you can see there, just I think it's there, no, 24th and 25th. I get confused, Dave. And the twig there is a really useful one. I use this a lot with my woodland dies as well, around the reindeers or the squirrels. Bring that twig in. It looks great with the frillolea on, which leads us to our next die that we've got on the table, the frillolea.
Which is this one. Always popular whenever Dawn brings this, and you've got a total of 5 dies in total for $14.99. But look at what you can do with them. Multiple layer them to make the most amazing flowers.
They do, and can you see, this is using the smaller, just the 2 smaller ones. You've got 3 sizes of flowers in that kit. So if you wanted to go and make the much bigger flowers, you can see there how that works. But I've also folded them down to create the little flower heads, the buds there. Use the twig from the previous set as well to do that.
Okay, now the next sets we've got for you are, again, twigs.
They come together. That's the 2 together.
Yep.
So that gives you the fern and the twigs. So this is really good. This one you could use to go around corners and make into a wreath, should you wish.
Yep.
But also these are just a perfect set to go any foliage with any flowers, whether they're paper, silk, card, whatever you want to.
And they're another great price, only £18.98 for all of them. So that's a total of 5 dies, quite big ones as well. 367164, your item number. Okay, from that, we then go to our frame dies. Now, these are lovely. You've got oval or circle. Choose between the 2. Only $18.99. I always think for matting layering dies like this, that's a steal. It really is such affordable.
It really is, but the difference between mine, I've got a double embossed edge, Dave, a double embossed edge around them. So they look like they're matted and layered a few times because you've got that detail that's just put into them. So they are perfect. If you've gone for any of our little motifs and you just want to make some simple cards, then I was whizzing them up just with those ovals and circles, and I think they look really effective, just layering a few colours together.
Okay, so either or go for both if you want to. That would be just under £38, wouldn't it? And just 1 P&P as well, or no P&P if you're a Freedom member. And then down the end then we've got these fantastic sentiments and words that work together so well. Rather than just being like one long strip of die, they're all individual dies so you can make up your own verses and own sentiments for $19.99.
They are, and this is great because you can mix it. If you've seen my Christmas words on the website, so you could do I'm thinking of you at Christmas.
Or thinking of both of you.
Yeah, both of you. It could be Mr. and Mr. Mrs. and Mrs. You've got versatility within this set. Dream, smile, happy, wishes, best birthday, anniversary, congratulations, both you.
All separate dies, so a good set to have. You've kind of covered every base there by buying those. 925072, only £19.99.
And all your link words, they're all there.
Thank you. It's hiding the coffee there behind
that.
Okay. Okay, we've also got another sheet of big single gems that I want to show you as well because they're always popular. But have a little look at the website because that's everything that's in the show from Dawn. But I will show you something we just kind of skipped over. These are one of my favourites actually. Whenever you want to add a little bit of sparkle to a surface, you can rely on these. There's everything though in the show, including Dawn's glue and the set of 3 pokey tools as well, and also watercolour pencils. They're on there too for just $19.99. Let me just show you these gems quickly because you're getting 3 sheets of these. I don't know how many exactly you get.
These are brand new, a new size, Dave. We've not had these before.
Okay, now these are going to fly. I've just got a feeling. 12,300 gems. I know, incredible. They're all on one sheet, but if you wanted to, look. You can trim them, so you can have them individually, you can have them in strips, or you can use them in squares or rectangles, triangles. You can cut them to whatever size you wish, but it's edge-to-edge adhesive. And these are 3 sheets of peel-off AB clear gems, which if you wanted to colour them over with the alcohol pens, you could do that as well. You can see there is a hint of colour on each and every one.
I know, and I want to show you something with those because we haven't done them for a long time. And I said to Dino, in fact, Dino, if you're watching, can we do some of these in the next show, all the different colours? Because they are so useful. I love them. Now, Christmas is coming.
Yep.
And it's time to make gifts, isn't it? So you might have people in your life who love a bit of bling. You cannot go wrong with these. Look at that. Look, this is a full sheet of stones. Now, this is the first time we've done them in 3mm.
Right.
We've had bigger, but we've got 4mm. We've also got 5mm. We've got much bigger ones, but not these.
I know for a fact a well-known crystal manufacturer would charge you a small fortune for like a crystal-encrusted mobile phone case, for example.
Exactly.
You could do it yourself with this.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to intimate to you. I've bought the inexpensive, the mobile phone cases, you know.
Yeah.
And and then I've blinged them up. And in the previous employment, whenever we did shows with them, I had all the staff bringing their phones in for me to bling for them because they wanted them sparkly. So what I'm doing now, I'm cutting this approximately to size. Here, I might just have to trim an extra row off because I don't know if this is quite a match. But you just cut in to where you want them to be. I'm going to have a bling bottle of water now.
Why not? You can bling anything up you want.
You can bling anything you like. So, and then I'm just going to roll it on here. So hopefully get it as straight as I can. And then just roll it around. So you could put this, I've done it on candles just for the dinner table, you know. Wine glasses, champagne flutes. It looks amazing for you to decorate up all of those things. So maybe you've got some really nice glasses for the dinner table, but you want to make them a bit more special for a party that you're having. You can do absolutely that, just like this. So these are just so affordable. They're normally $7.99 for one sheet.
Right.
So you're actually getting a sheet for free if you buy this set of 3. Now, if you saw my unicorn canvas and I'd actually put crystals all around the edge of it, this is what I was using. So there you go. Look how quickly we've done that. My bottle is a bit skew-whiff, actually. It's a bit battered. But now I've got a beautiful blinged bottle.
So it could be anything you want to bling. It could be a photo frame. It could be a mobile phone case. It could be a diary. Whatever you want to just kind of jazz up. A notebook that's a couple of pound from a pound store or somewhere like that. You can turn it into something very, very beautiful. $15.97. But equally, if you just want to use one stone with a pair of scissors, you can cut just one away if you want.
Well, just to show you as well, these little strips like this, Dave, I use to top and bottom my cards. Okay, so I've got these now in 2s. Okay, so we've got sets of 2. So then I would cut them into the size I want. Now, there's nothing to stop you cutting them into 1s, but obviously they're on a square bit of glue then, rather than your dot of glue that's behind them if you buy the individuals. These are all Aurora Borealis, of course, as well, so bear that in mind. Your A-bit, it's my favourite, which you could colour them if you wanted to with your solvent-based pens. You can absolutely colour them. The other thing that I love to do this on is picture frames. If you have an inexpensive picture frame, I don't know if we've got any in studio anywhere that are on the sets that we could bling, but if you just have a picture frame, and I bought some from the pound shop and just literally got a lovely black frame, and then I put around the edge of it. I'm going to take this down to the next layer because it doesn't quite match, and then I can cut away.
Just trying to see if there's a picture frame.
Yeah, if we've got anything, picture frames here in studio.
I've seen something.
Because I just want to show you, anybody can do this. If you're sat at home and you're not a crafter and you've just flicked onto our channel and you're thinking you'd like to do a bit of something a bit different, then this is perfect. Look now, I've just gone 2/3 of the way round, and we've got that gorgeous, quite a decadent edge to it.
Bling around the edge of that?
Yeah, we could do, yeah. We could bling it up. We can bling anything up. So let me have a look. So that, I reckon 2 again on there, don't you?
2 strips will do that, I reckon.
On 2 there, so let's
try.
But
you know, if you've been out looking for photo frames and actual picture frames recently, in the high street these days, they're not much money at all. But you can personalise them and just kind of give them a little bit of...
But if you were to buy one with the diamante on, then you're paying a lot more money, aren't you? Put that down. And then we just go along the edge of here. So this could be on your picture frames. You might, you know, be on a budget this Christmas. You might not be able to afford to buy those expensive gifts for people that you'd like to. But if you could have a trip to a pound shop, pick up something that's less expensive, and then just make it personalised. They won't be able to find it anywhere on the high street, will they? So they'll think that you've paid a fortune for it.
It's got to be the easiest way to get straight gemstones as well. If you try to do them individually, they'll go all over the place. You'd never get them 100% straight. End up with glue all over the place. This is the easiest way of getting a perfect straight line. Do they go around curves slightly as well, or not really?
You could do, but obviously you perhaps have to cut some of the top layer out because they're in a straight line layer, aren't they?
Right, yeah.
So it wouldn't be quite as easy to do that, Dave. So let's just run across here. So I'm just lining them up and running across here. And we've got, you can see just how effective that is.
It could be a little jewellery box, maybe an organiser tray on the side of your bed where you're going to put your jewellery and your money and that sort of thing in at night when you go to bed.
Well, if you've got an old jewellery box or something at home that's getting a bit tattered, you know, sometimes the glass, you might chip it at the side. I've had jewellery boxes that I've loved, and when I've moved from one house to another and it's been in a box and it's got banged, and you'll have little slivers of, I've mirrored ones. And I've stuck some of these around. You can't see because I don't want to part with them because they're perfectly functional.
Absolutely.
They've just got a bit damaged on the side. So instead of doing that, I've just put some strips of these around the side of them, and it looks brand new again. So this is going to enable you to trim up all your picture frames, your jewellery boxes, put them around mirrors. Maybe you've got a mirror in the bathroom and you want to make it a bit more special. You know, with the water discolours them at the side, and they can look a mess, can't they? But this would actually enable you to just rejuvenate and liven them up. And because they're only 3mm, and please look on the website because we do have them in different sizes, you will find that you get loads for your money in this case because you've just got so many of them. I need to trim another one off.
Someone's going to come in tomorrow and go, what's happened to my picture?
Yeah, no.
I didn't leave it looking like that, but now it's been blinged. It gives it even more of an eye-catching frame, doesn't it? Really lovely. $15.97 gets you 12,300 of those gemstones. I don't know what that works out to per gemstone, but it's literally 0.00 penny. Yeah, it's crazy
good,
value.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you a couple of things with these wonderful things.
Now, the unicorns have just gone, I'm afraid. One of the options on the embellishments, we had unicorns, we had the flamingo, the butterfly, and the fish, or the mermaid's tail. The unicorn option of that has now gone. You can still buy any other for just £10.99. You're going to get 40 sequin embellishments. I'll tell you what, I'll show you quickly that's the one that's gone. Yeah, so the unicorn's sold out, so you can't have that anymore. So I won't show you what you can have. I'll show you what you can have. So you've got the flamingo here. So here's 20 of the flamingos. You could get that twice if you wanted to, if you're in love with flamingos. Or you could, of course, buy a flamingo and a butterfly, or a flamingo and a mermaid's tail, or whatever two combinations you prefer. But they're really sweet.
They're cute, aren't they?
20 of each. And there's the pink flamingo, the most traditional of all. But again, these could be like Dawn was saying, they could be even charms to put round wine glasses for parties. You could easily, with a little bit of cotton or something like that, put them around the base of the glass. I'll show you the mermaid's tails as well, and also the butterflies. So these are the three options that are still left: mermaid's tails or butterflies. 20 of either, or 20 of each. You get 40 in total. You choose which two you would like for £10.99. 656944. Very, very popular they've been today as well. I like your idea of putting two together.
Yeah, that's what I'm just going to show you now, because we do have a product. I have it on my other shows from Tulip, which is Fabric Fusion, and this you can actually stick fabric to fabric, so you could stick them together. Right. But I would still be wary about the edges because they're quite a padded motif. So the Fabric Fusion's on the website.
They're kind of cushioned, aren't they, really?
Yeah, they are cushioned. They're padded. They're sewn. So all we have to do is sew them together. So I would start like this, Dave. So I just want to show you it's the simplest thing ever. And I would have been better with black thread, but I've got a silver metallic thread. And I would just over sew around the edge. You will find that there is a little ridge to the edge of them. Can you see? Mm-hmm. There's that little ridge. So you can over sew, and again the black probably would be better. You can run a running stitch around the edge. Now you're sewing through, you are going through those sequins because it's sort of like pressure, heat sensitive, melted together at the edge. But it really is that simple, and then you can create that beautiful keyring effect. And the key rings are on the high street at the moment. You can see things like this. I saw some the other day in one of the shops, and you can pay sort of $5.95, $6.95 and upwards for one. So if you think in your pack you've got 40, you could make 20 key rings there. Good point. Just to start off with. And how much is our set of them?
$10.99 for 40.
There you go. So then you've got some great Christmas gifts for friends, haven't you? So
I've never seen anything like it before, actually, these.
No, they really are quite fabulous. But of course, you can just put them onto your clothing. So on little girls' t-shirts, you can stitch them on. If you were going to do that, then a cool setting, turn them inside out if you're washing them on a cool setting with a mild detergent. A non-bio, I always find, is better for this sort of thing.
Oh, now I've just been told a couple of the unicorn options have bounced back, so if you're quick, if you want the unicorn, you'll be very lucky. I was in Brighton actually at the weekend, just having a weekend away. I saw
nice.
quite a few what do you call it? Not stag do's, the ladies' version of stag do's. Hen parties.
Hen parties, yeah.
And lots of them were walking around with inflatable unicorns. So unicorns are massively popular.
Huge. Wherever you go at the moment on the high street, they're everywhere. You know, I did my unicorn fabric panels as well, and I've been doing canvases and cushions and bags and putting them on the back of jackets and t-shirts. They are just so popular.
Turn any of these into brooches very easily. You know, if you've got a proper brooch back, that's great. But equally, just a safety pin in the back because they're cushioned.
You see? So that is now sealed there.
Yep.
So you'd go all the way around that. But then at the top of here, stitch yourself a flap of a ribbon or fabric, like Naomi's done there. And then just put a little jump ring through there. And then just put your keyring fob onto there as well. And you could be selling those at craft fairs. You could make a pretty penny on the run up to Christmas with them.
Yeah.
Now let me jump to my brooch because Sharon has made the brooch for me. I always get the girls to put the name on the back because I like to give credit for work. So Sharon's name's on the back of here. But all Sharon's done is used a little brooch backing and she's stitched into it because it's that padded fabric behind.
Yeah, it is.
So just simply stitching into that, you've then made yourself a little brooch which can go onto anything. Put them on hairbands, put them on pencil cases, put them on a whole variety of different surfaces. But you've got 20 motifs.
You've got basically 40 badges you can make if you want to convert each one into a badge. And of course, at the moment, glitz and sequins are everywhere for a very obvious reason, Saturday night TV. So if you want a bit of glitz and a bit of sequins in your life, but you don't want to go to the whole hog of having an outfit in it, then this is the way of doing it. Choose between mermaid's tails, the unicorn, I think, is that just gone again? That's gone. OK, so ignore the unicorn. The butterfly, the flamingo or the mermaid's tail. Choose 2 sets and you'll end up with 40. Could be 2 the same or 2 different. It's up to you for £10.99. 656944. Right, let's do the demo with the cards.
I thought, seeing as we've got the beautiful sequin mermaid's tails on the show and the butterflies, I would bring my sequin ribbon in. We haven't seen this for a little while.
Why not?
We don't have lots of ribbon available now, and they're not coming back. This is just a beautiful set. I love these ribbons so much. They're very sparkly.
Imagine wrapping up Christmas presents with that ribbon and the fact that you've got the sequins on the ribbon to pick up the lights.
Don't let them throw it away. Steal the ribbon always back. So you've got burgundy in here, you've got the soft pink, you've got the fuchsia. I think there's one mixture because I've got 2 the same colour though, so I've got one missing. This is my box that I use at home. So I thought this would be really pretty. And the pink's going to go really nicely with my little mermaid tail.
Well, we're limited stock for these ribbons if you want them. And you heard Dawn say they're not coming back once they've gone. 1, 2, 3. How many rolls are there?
You get
8.
Yeah, 8 reels.
8 what says on the screen. 8 reels for £22.99 with sequins sewn on them. So very special, very unusual. 951172.
So I'm going to use some nice sequin ribbon. What we're going to do is use the stencils. Now these stencils, this is a lovely stencil. I love this seashell stencil. And you've got the set of 3 stencils, or you've got the deal with the new Mermaid Under the Water stamp set. So this is really beautiful. So we're going to put that down on our mat. I'm using the Spellbinders Platinum. And I'm putting the silver foil card on here. We have a deal on the show for you which gives you 20 silver foil, 20 gold glitter, 20 silver glitter. And then I'm putting the tan mat on the back and my embossing plate together. And I am just going to run that through the machine. So the gold foil and glitter card is an essential pack for me. It's a really good set and you're going to use it time and time again because gold and silver is the main thing that you would use.
Oh, now look at this.
So then we have got that beautiful embossed detail onto there.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Now I did a satin one, Dave, and then I cut all of them out. So I've got lots of shell motifs that I can use on my cards as well.
Perfect.
So you can use it that way, but it also creates a great background. So what I've done here, I've cut this down. And I've done it ready so that I can mat it onto here. And I've used the glitter card. Now, can I tell you, and this is from being out at all the shows over the last month or so, The glitter card and foil card, there are lots of different qualities of glitter and foil card, and it's not until you're out there and you're using them and you see what other people have that you recognise the quality in what we have. And I borrowed somebody else's glitter card. It doesn't have the same sparkle of ours. It isn't as soft. It didn't cut quite as well for me either. So I'm really pleased with the quality that we've got. This is a great deal. You know, on average, at the shows, most people were selling them like about £4.80. I saw £4.80 for 8 sheets. We normally do even better deals than that, but look at the price
look at
here.
This, 80 sheets, and it's a mixture of gold and silver, foil and glitter card for £16.99. That is unheard of value. What does that work out to per sheet, Katie? Can we work that out? Because that's going to be an impressive statistic, I feel sure about that. 21p a sheet.
It's
That's
really
amazing.
good.
That is amazing.
You pay 60p a sheet individually on the high street. Now,
John, we've got 3-minute queues on the phones as well at the moment. If you could please use the website, that would help us a lot. Hochanda.com. There's never a queue there, but that's how busy we are for everything Dawn's bringing us at the moment.
now we've got the shimmer card, and can I give this you this set to show, Dave? Because I'm going to grab the other colour. Now the shimmer card comes in 2 colour options. It comes in rich and pastel. Dave's got the pastel. The pastel for me is the one that matches the beautiful sequin motifs that we've got on the show, and it also looks lovely with our mermaids.
Now this one we call soft tones, okay?
Yeah.
Don't order pastel because that's not
Sorry,
there.
soft
It's soft
tones,
tones for
yeah.
this one. And you're going to get, how many sheets of this do we give you? 80
Yeah.
sheets of this in all these different colours.
I think it's
Beautiful.
8 colours, 10 of each,
Yeah.
and then we've got the rich tones. So this is your other colour option. Now I've been using the rich tones for all of my woodland scenes. I've been using them for all of my Christmas cards as well. Now this is double-sided shimmer as well, and that's difficult to get. So you have got that incredible, and this one in particular, it's really difficult to get the copper, to get this dark brown, chocolate brown, bronzy one. And I also love this beautiful black pewter there.
I would be quite tempted as well. If you like one, you probably like both. Go for both if you can. That would be just under £40. 1 P&P or no P&P if you're a Freedom Club member. And of course, if you actually spend over £60 in total in one order, you can open up a flexi order where you can spread the cost into 2 payments. That might be, with Christmas on the way, a way of going, so that you can get lots of things and spread the cost over 2 payments. One today and one in 4 weeks' time.
Now I'm going to put the ribbon on. So I've already cut down. I did the little shell embossed piece before because I thought this would be really cute. You see, so I've got this lovely one there.
Down to single figure stock on the ribbons. If you want the ribbons with the sequins, they're $22.99. 8 reels in the organiser box, but it will not be coming back when it's sold out. So this could be your last chance to see
this is so beautiful. So do get yours while you can. And it's great. You know, I just think these ribbons, they're great for Christmas, but also for if you like fairies and you know you love sparkle, butterflies, dragonflies. That's a really nice one to work with. So I've just popped a bit of that around there. We can now go back to my glue, and the glue is on the show, the 2 bottles of glue as always, and the 2 tips that you get with it. Now we sell the glue $7.99 a bottle. I know Hochanda have a fabulous, at the shows our deal is £7 a bottle. You've got them $11.99 for the 2. So you are getting a great price on the glue. 5-star reviews on the website. Thank you so much to everybody for reviewing it.
And glue is not just glue. There are special glues out there that just kind of exceed your expectations, and this is one of them. Everyone says it, who uses it. $11.99, and you get 2 tubes.
Well, because it's a quick grabbing glue, so it works on glitter card, mirror card, acetate, parchment. It will also help, you know, it will help you with construction as well. And I know I've not gone right to the corner there. Can you see? It's just lifting a bit, so I'm going to go back and put it down at that corner, and I can grab it down. If you've got a 3-second grab and a 10-second hold, on non-porous surfaces like your foil card and your glitter, it might take a little bit longer. On your regular cardstock, it's going to work fast for you. So I thought this would be really pretty with our little mermaid's tail onto there, and then I'm going to tie a bow. So going back, I've taught this bow on TV for years. 2 bunny rabbit's ears, okay?
Yeah.
Still, I have bow makers, I never use them. 2 bunny rabbit's ears, cross those over, and then you're going to poke one of those bunny rabbit's ears through the hole you make in the centre there. And then pull it and twist it, just get it to the size that you want it to go. Now, this is our sequin ribbon. I've also brought the velvet ribbon.
Right.
Again, not going to be restocked, these ribbons, so if you want them, you need to be fast on them.
Now this is a little bit like, it's not the same as, but it's a little bit like the glitter ribbon that we once did as well. It's got, it looks like a foil texture to it, but it's perfectly smooth. It's not sharp or abrasive at all. But it's got a lovely glisten and sparkle to it. It doesn't shed either, there's no shedding whatsoever. So you've got a really deep burgundy, you've got a lovely bright fuchsia, pastel pink, baby blue, silver, orange, green, and then a Christmas red there. Those two together, green and red. Isn't that Christmas all the way through? £22.99, 40 metres in total. This is another one that when it's gone, it's gone. So if you fancy getting and stocking up on that, please do. I love the fact you get holes in the front, so you can just pull the...
Yeah, you can pull it. So you've got those little cardboard dispensers there at your fingertips. And then what I wanted to do with this, and I've not had time to do it, but I just wanted to give you the background. If you have a little look at Naomi's card, there's one down at the front. She's used the Lynette's words. So these word stamps, I've not had them before, but she's used those to create some really nice sentiments and build them together.
What these words actually look like, they look like they've been typewritten. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, they're
really
good, aren't
nice
they?
font. Yeah, I'd rather be a mermaid is what that says. But all of these words are included, and if you don't find the word you need, you can, of course, obviously don't trim the actual stamps, but you can easily stamp them and then trim the letters and make up your own word.
You could, yeah.
If you wanted to do that.
You can do whatever you like, you know, you've got the freedom to work with them.
Yeah.
So I just think I might just have a couple of mermaid tails, or I would cut some words actually and put some words on there too. So I'm going to leave it like that and I'm going to add my words later. But you can see how that's come together with our mermaid's tail. We've got our shell background, I've got my pretty bow on, and then I'm going to cut some of those words and put them up there at the top as well. So create a little storm there for you.
Fantastic.
So really effective. Now, I thought this morning we were very, very busy on our lovely feather and the tail. I will go back to the mermaids afterwards, but because this feather has always been so popular. So this is our set here that gives you that beautiful big owl. I'm going to take the pink now. You've got the beautiful big owl. You've also got the butterfly, the dragonfly, and the feather, and the smaller ones.
That feather to me is the epitome of exotic. It really is.
Beautiful.
Peacock's feather. There's no rules about colour. You can really make it as flamboyant as you like. And to get the butterfly and the actual dragonfly and the owl as well, all in one set for just £13.99.
And what I want to do, actually, I just want to show you how beautifully these stamp. Now, this morning, I was doing all my different effects with the feather, with my glitter pens. So I've got some of these backgrounds, and this is using up all of the leftover ink on here. So this, you can see, Dave, how beautiful the shimmers. At home, you won't see it so much, but this has given me a very soft effect background with a wonderful shimmer in it. That's given me the watercolour print for the feather, and that gave me the first print for the feather, and that is glitter effect stamping. So I'm going to go back to this one here, which I created, and we'll go back in reverse. Don't worry if you're thinking, well, I don't know how, I want to see how she's done that. You can actually go back and watch and rewind, but I will do a little bit more in a while. And before I go on to the feather, which is what everybody loves, I just want to stamp some of these beautiful butterflies so you can see the effect for these and what they have actually been created for.
Now, you can see the circles there, so it's pretty obvious that they're designed for a certain thing. Bling.
For the gems, and we have the 20 sheets of gems on the show, Dave, if you don't mind just showing those for
me. Let me show you these. Now, are these normally $2.99 a sheet?
$1.99 a sheet, yeah.
Okay. Normally $1.99 a sheet, and you can see that there's a mixture of pearlescent and also sparkly gemstone. We're limited stock on these, but there's so many different sizes on each sheet, and there's every colour under the sun. You've got AB, you've got blue, pink, purple, green, black, jet black ones there, dark emerald green. There's loads in there. Champagne. You'll just have so many, 600 in total for £19.99, and it should be $1.99 a sheet. So you've actually got 12 packs. That should be £24, shouldn't it?
Yeah, and if I can steal. Now, to put your gems on, and this again, it's a phenomenon to me. Every time I do the retail shows, the amount of people that stand there watching me and say, what have you got in your hand? I say, it's a pokey tool. A what? And they have no idea. They say, I fiddle about with my gems all the time trying to get them on, and you're doing that ever so easily. The poker tool is your solution for gem placements, because you stab, you actually steady the gem with your finger, you stab underneath with the poker tool, and then you press it down, and it does the work for you. Now, my poker tools actually are weighted. They have a beautiful rubberized handle. They have the diamante cap to them. They are very sharp. We do them in a set. so that you're actually getting the 3 different colours, the pink, the purple,
Here they are.
and the black.
They do come separately wrapped as well, so if you want to gift it and separate them, split
Secret
them.
Santas for Christmas.
Santas,
yeah, would
There
be
you go.
lovely, wouldn't it?
And you do actually have a protective cap over the spiky nib as well, so that's a good thing too. You get all 3 of them for only £11.99, so it's £4 each. 521393. It's no ordinary pokey tool, it's a Dawn Bibby pokey tool
It is,
with extra
yeah.
bling.
Yep. So now I'm just using a selection of these gems, and I'm going for pinks and purples, as you can see there, and just positioning them. So this is a really quick way for you to add some fabulous bling onto the designs, and you've got gorgeous design there. Now we can colour this in as well. We can use the glitter pens, we can add a bit more glitter onto them, we can make them sparkle as much as we like. But the other benefit of these sheets of gems that you are getting here is that you have the teeny tiny gems that drive me a bit daft. But can you see there? Look.
The tiniest gems.
Yeah.
We're single figures in these now. Another sellout's looming. If you want them, please be quick on the phones for them at $19.99. And if you want to go for a couple of sets or whatever, feel free. As long as we've got the stock, you can have as many as you like.
Yeah, these tiny ones are a little bit tougher to get to stab underneath, but it does work. This is the only way. You could not pick those up with tweezers. It defies you.
It's great though that you've got 3 different sizes in one sheet.
You've got more than 3 different sizes on this sheet.
Is it 4 or 5?
Yeah, if you look there, you've got the 5mm, the 4mm, the 3mm and the 2mm on there. So you've got all of those different sizes on one sheet of the colour. So they're definitely worth getting hold of, and then they fit all of those beautiful detail onto them. So really pretty. So you see how gorgeous those butterflies are. So let's move on now. I'm going to stamp you the other ones because we didn't get to see them all this morning. I never have enough time. There's never enough time.
show?
Yeah, I know. I wish they would give us a 2-hour show. I know that it's not the done thing often to get 2-hour shows, but I would prefer, because I get into my swing of things then. Okay, now, when you're working with a really big stamp, a lot of people do struggle with the pressure on it to get a nice even coating or coverage, and they say to me quite often, my stamp images never come out done. I always do it this way around. I put it on the craft sheet, okay, and then if you buckle this in the centre and put it down, and then go with the flat of your fingers and rub across it. So if you're having any difficulty getting your stamped images to come out perfectly, then this is the way to do it. So you're just rubbing onto it instead. Because sometimes your table's not even, sometimes you don't get it quite on properly. But this should give us a nice, crisp, perfect impression.
That's pretty impressive. Look at that.
So you've got that gorgeous impression. So here is beautiful for you to gem up.
Now, the Flight of Fancy, I've got to let you know, is it half stock gone? Half the stock has gone on these stamps with the peacock feather, the big owl.
Sells
also, you've
out
got the
every
butterfly
time.
and the dragonfly. $13.99. It's yours if you'd like it, but it's going quick. 761787. Really useful stamps.
So what we could do now on here is we could start to colour him in a little bit. So let's have a little look. So we have got the glitter pens on the show again, Dave, and they're really popular. These are great. I'm now in Christmas mode for my crafty friends, what they'd like for Christmas. And sets of these, 3 of these, you know, they're $9.99 a set. It's a pick and mix of 2 sets. So these, you can split them up. They're so popular. They really are.
So you can choose any 2 sets you like. 2 the same, 2 different. It's up to you. Metallic Magic is an absolute must down the bottom there. That's going to be, I'm sure, one of the first ones to go. We've got all of them there for you. Sunrise, Autumn Breeze, Woodland Browns. And as you can see, look, it's loaded with glitter. And it's not sharp. It's not 3-dimensional. It's completely smooth. But what you end up with is just like, it looks like fireflies in a night sky when you look at that blue, doesn't it? Really lovely. Rich colours. And of course they're water-based, so you can actually blend with them as well if you want to, but you get that uninterrupted sparkle from them. And up the top there, you've got the in the clear one, which is in the pink, okay? So that's why it looks as if there's nothing there. You get the clear, you get the red, purple, and you get the pink there as well, okay?
And the in the pink set is really good because you have got that additional colour, Dave. It also means that you can, you can actually use them with any of your dye-based ink pads as well, and it's going to bring, pick up the ink and you can use it to create more sparkle. So I'm just using the brown over the top of this beigey colour here, and then just blending. They do blend together really nicely as well, so we can create a really nice soft effect with them. If I want more blending, I can colour onto my craft sheet and pick up that tone from the craft sheet and then actually mix them together even better. So you have got lots of possibilities with them. So I'm just using the beiges and browns, which this is probably the Woodland Browns or the Autumn Breeze. So no, I'm looking at that, sorry.
Oh, this.
The Woodland Browns or the Autumn Breeze colour sets that I'm using. No, on the chart, sorry.
Oh, right, big pardon.
Where are you? You're not with me.
There we go.
Now, this one has actually run out of ink, okay? I can feel this. This has gone out of ink.
Right.
Nothing's coming out of it. And I can see that, no, I have virtually zilch in here. But in there, there is quite a bit. And in the very bottom, I can see a little bit of colour. Never throw them away.
Just add a bit of water.
Never throw them away. Just top them up with water. And then you will have a paler shade of brown. Once you've done that, you can actually just add them, keep using them with tap water. I've just put a bit too much in. Keep using them with tap water, and you then have a water brush. So you're not wasting, you pay £3.50, £4.50 just for a water brush. So now I'll have a paler shade. So this is where I was just colouring here. So if I flush that through, can you see?
Oh,
look. Look, so that will go. There's still colour in the cap of it, but that will go a little bit paler.
Genius. And you're still getting the glitter coming out.
You still get that subtle sparkle, so don't ever throw them away. Just keep tapping them up with water, and then you can blend beautifully with them.
I'd have probably thrown it away and not thought twice, so that's a good tip.
Don't throw it away. So now I can use that mixture on here. We can get the beautiful different shades of brown. So I'm just colouring all over him, first of all, with these tones, and then you could perhaps do me the honour, Dave, and start adding some gems onto him, and I'll move on to the feather.
I can do.
So you can choose from the colours, and I think we have a selection of different colours in our little kit that would work with him.
Which gems are you talking about?
The set.
These ones?
Yeah, just use some of those. I'll replace them afterwards.
Oh, now, these gems, they have technically sold out.
Oh.
Sorry if you missed out on them. I'll tell you what will look good on him, the AB ones, I think.
Well, actually, we have the sets of AB as well. So if you're missing out on those, we do have this. So let me pass you over to
So we'll do these
one.
instead. So these are in 3 different sizes.
Otherwise.
So there's the big set. Now, we did something similar earlier on, but they're all the same size. They were all the 3mm. These are slightly different. They're 5, 3 and 2, are they?
2, 3 and 5, yeah. The 4 is missing. That's my gripe every time, isn't it? Because Dina still hasn't got
So 2, 3 and 5mm. The big ones, obviously, the 5mm just there. There's your 2 and there's your 3. And you get loads. You actually get 6,100 self-adhesive AB gems for £18.97, which is absolutely brilliant value.
Now, the benefit as well is if you've got the solvent-based pens, you can just colour those. So we could make those gems, because they're all AB clear, you could make them all actually into sort of amber tone, I can't speak, amber colour tones as well if you wanted to. So you could change the look of him completely.
Presumably, though, if you put this onto there, because it's quite amber anyway, won't the colour of that go through?
You will get a little bit of the colour picking up, yeah, for sure you will. But and when I've painted this, just to let you know as well, I've also gone over the black, because it makes the black sparkle. So if you have a look at that owl, can you see, I've gone over the whole, if you don't go over the black, then the black won't be sparkly. So we've now got him all sparkled up. So Dave's going to do that one up, and I'm going to go back now to the feather.
60% of the feather and the owl has gone, I believe. If you want them, please be on the phones as quickly as you can, because they're going to go. They always do. They never, ever stay in stock for long.
No, they're very popular. I'm not sure how empty mine are. Okay, so while Dave's gemming that up, I've got such a mess here. I surround myself with products, you know, it's dreadful. Wherever I think to myself sometimes, when I'm moving, it's like moving house every time I come to do a show. You know, I come in with loads of trolleys and bags, and, you know, even if I do 1 hour, I can't help it.
It does make me laugh. If I'm doing a show with you, then I'm going on to do another one. You're still here after I've done the second show.
Oh, I know. It takes me a good hour to pack everything down. But I always go home more organised than I come, because when I'm coming, I'm like, I might need this, and everything goes in the bag. But It's just because I can never, and I'm never going to change, am I? You know, when Leonie used to work with me, she used to call me the bag lady because I have everything in bags, and then she'd have to sort things out after. She said, "You're just such a bag lady." I said, I might have the poshest trolleys for all of my stuff, but I still have carrier bags and throw everything in bags. Don't know what it is.
Wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, I would. I wish one day that I could just be organised, and I'm not like that at all. That I could just come with a little. I see some of the girls walking in, and they just have a little bit, their little bag.
Trolley.
They have the demos all prepared, but I like to, if I want to change or do something different, that I can do it.
Yeah, you wing
and if I don't bring it, well, I just
if you don't bring it, you can't wing it.
If something's going well or somebody wants to see something different, I like to change it up. And I can't do that if I come structured. It's my excuse anyway. Okay, so I've now put the colour on there. So you cannot get a glittered ink pad. There isn't such a thing. There's a pearlescent ink pad, but not a glittered. So we are just taking my pens, putting them over the surface. We're lifting that off, and we now have a glittered stamped image that you can already see the glitter drying, and you can see all the little spaces to put your gems on. So that will look amazing once you've done it.
It does look cool.
Now on here, I'm just going to do a very light spritz on this one, very light spritz. I'm going to take another card and I'm going to go back over the top, and you can then see that we have got the second print off here. You see, much softer, much subtle. So I haven't pressed as hard. Now I'm going to put a lot more water on, and you'll see what's going to happen because this reactivates all that pigment. Now we're going to get a really watercolour finish onto here, so very, very watercolour. And I like using these to then overstamp with black, which is what I'm going to show you. I've done this technique, I don't know how many times, and it always
It just makes the ink go so much
so
further.
beautiful. So then we've got our watercolour. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to go back. I'm going to ink up a bit, spritz a little bit more. And now what's left, I'm going to create my background with. So can you see still, I'm getting that lovely watercolour effect.
Brilliant.
Still picking up colour. These are still the pens going strong to give me that little bit of colour all across the background of here. There. So now we've got a beautiful, soft, subtle, feathery pattern in the background. That's going to go to the side. And now I'm going to take this off. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put the rest of the ink on the craft sheet there. So get as much of that ink off as I can. I'm going to get my
Now the stamps,
baby
by the
wipe on
way,
here.
if you want the stamps, 2/3 of the stock gone for the feather and the
Goes
butterfly.
every time. So on there we've still got pigment. And this is where I always have some pieces of white card, and this is actually Sheena stamping card. So if you go on the website, you'll find it, because you want a good white cardstock that doesn't buckle. It doesn't. Watercolour card works nicely too. This is actually going to have that subtle, soft tint of lilac, but it's also going to have a shimmer in it. So I just use this card now to mop up the rest of the glitter on here that gives me that soft shimmery background, and that's what I showed you right at the beginning that I did in the last hour. So that is going to dry beautifully. You hardly see it at home, but believe me, you have got a very subtle shimmer. So these are the ones that I did earlier. So I'm going back to these. I actually brought a green in this one, whereas the ones I've just done is turquoise. It's in the pink and the blues, the ocean blues. But this one I actually put green into our previous one. So this was my stamp like that. This was my watercolour. So I've got that lovely blurry image to it. So now if I want to take that same stamp, and I haven't bought my big enough ink pad, so we're going to have to do it this way. So it might not be quite on there, but it's going to do the best I can. I'm going to use my black VersaFine over this.
We've got less than 10% of the stamps left. Limited stock. If you want them, be quick. They're going to go again.
And I can see where that is approximate. I know I went sort of in this direction, so I'm going to try, look at the top of it and the bottom of it, and it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to line it up as well as I can around the edge of here. Okay. And then I've got my feather over that watercolour effect behind it. We're now going to go back, and this time we're purposely going to use the pens on here, okay, to create even darker effects. So I'm adding these colours onto here. I'm now going to spritz.
There you go.
That's lovely.
There's your blitzed owl.
Yeah, there's your owl. There's that pretty.
So this is the great thing about having those different sizes of crystals. You get the big ones for the eyes, smaller ones you can put on his feathers. Yeah, having that different size kind of makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Very effective, very
Love it.
effective. Now, I've got a shimmering. You see I've got this little shimmer around here. So I should probably do this on a second take, not a first take. I'm going to use this, another piece of white card, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a drag and show you if you want to create your magical background. So can you imagine doing your mermaid on that, on your beautiful seascape?
Amazing.
So that's our first one. I wanted it a little bit watered down because that's going to overpower my background that I've just done for the feather there. So I'm now going to go on to this one, okay, and soak up some of that magical colour around the edge of here. And then once it's dry, I'm going to bling this one up as well. Now look at what I've got.
Wow.
Look at the effect. It needs to just dry a little bit, but that is so pretty.
It is effective, it's affordable, the stamps as well. That's what you need to get these effects to create what you're seeing here Dawn do. And they are a bestseller. They sell out every single time, and it's going to happen again today. $13.99 is all you're going to be paying if you want those stamps. And remember, there are actually, how many stamps in the set? Is it 6 or 7? There's quite a few, isn't there, in total?
It's
11. Oh,
11 in total, because you get the small
you
ones.
get small butterflies too,
So
don't
you've got
you?
butterflies, you've got dragonflies, you've got your big, beautiful owl, and you've got your feather. It's one of our best-selling sets that we've ever done. I think that it's, you know, it's definitely worth treating. It sells out every single time. It doesn't, and I love bringing it back because I love doing the techniques with it.
Well, sadly, we're nearly out of time. Dawn has only got this show today. She had an earlier show at 8 o'clock. If you fancy watching that back on Rewind for more hints and tips, please do. But if you want the Flights of Fancy, is it going to sell out before the end of the show? We've got literally a minute left at $13.99, single figure stock. It probably is just going to go, if not before the end of the show, just after the show's ended. And you're going to get the peacock feather, you're going to get the butterfly, the dragonfly, and the smaller versions of those as well. And just think about what you can do. And the owl, don't forget the owl, of course.
He's so beautiful. I'm not back until, I think it's the 24th, 25th, something like that. I will be doing Facebook Live Friday night at 10 o'clock. I've missed a few weeks because I've been on the road. So on the Dawn Bibby Creations page, if you want to tune in, you'll see more tips and techniques there as well.
Great, OK, that's at 10 o'clock on Friday. I'm going to be back a couple of hours' time with our one-day special. That'll be Final Call with Jodie, of course, at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Look forward to that. But whatever you do, if you want to see anything else from Dawn Bibby and, of course, Craft Buddy, including, of course, the mermaid's tails and the embellishments, we've sold out, remember, of the unicorn, but we do have the butterfly, we do have the flamingo, and we do have the mermaid's tail as well. They've been very popular this afternoon. Check the website, hochanda.com. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you, Dave. See you later.
See you later. I'll see you at 5 o'clock. So now this is going to be really, really intriguing and interesting. Stone carving is on the way with Southern Stone in a couple of minutes. That's with Matt. Tonics die cutting with Jodie an hour after that. And then I'll see you for the one-day special Final Call coming along at 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Hi, I'm Paul Church from Clarity Stamp. I've been fortunate enough to turn my hobby into a career and joined Clarity Stamp in January 2016. My background has always been in crafting and I enjoy making things and sharing things. That's what crafting's all about for me, making things and sharing with others, and also learning all the time. At Clarity Stamp we bring you a wide range of products from stamps, stencils, groovy and pergamano. And the great thing about that is that it covers crafters from all different aspects. So whether you're into stamping, stenciling, parchment craft, we've got it covered at Clarity Stamp. So I hope you can tune in and join the Clarity team on Hochanda.
Welcome to the newest exciting way to shop here at Hochanda, Craft Price Drop. Tune in for your favourite craft brands at absolutely incredible low prices. Make sure to get in early before the quantity reaches zero and the price locks. You've got to be in it to win it. Everybody pays the lowest price.
Thread Hochanda's repositionable fabric adhesive sheets allow you to layer up and bond fabric. They are double-sided and can be used with the Gemini machine and Threader's dye range. The 10 double-sided A4 sheets are ideal for applique, as they keep small pieces of fabric stuck down. To stock up, check out at www.hochanda.com.
Oh, here we go. Marie is doing the chipping at the moment on the wonderful Hochanda sign. This is from Southern Stone, and we'll be showing you a Get Started carving kit. And wonderful to see Marie returning to the studio after a very, very busy show with, of course, Tim from Southern Stone. Also, we're using limestone from Malta here. A wonderful stone, almost made. You know, it is as if it's made for this sort of craft. We'll hear more from Tim over its perfect properties, but all we need to know for now is that it's perfect for you to literally get started. So, would you like to maybe take up a new hobby? Would you like to maybe carve a stone in an extension you're having built, maybe in a piece of your own house, potentially? Would you like to have a keepsake for a wedding on the way, maybe? Well, Marie, we'll hear from Marie on the demonstrating later on, but hi Tim, nice to see you. Just talk us through what Marie's doing right now.
Well, she's starting to chase out a subject.
Yeah.
So she's protecting the drawing, which is a Hochanda sign.
Yeah.
So she's starting to cut around it. So we're always trying to protect what we want to keep, basically. So we're always cutting away from that. Yeah. So yeah.
So this particular technique now is it sparrow?
No. This is chasing.
Chasing. Okay. So she will be using the sparrow.
Yeah. We'll show as she protects and she's cut. She's protecting the lines that we've drawn around. Then we'll show you a different technique called sparrow packing with a different chisel as well, Matt.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what I've remembered from the first show, but it's probably good that I don't, because you might be watching this as the very first timer. Yeah. So, to be honest, we'll approach it from page one. We'll start from the beginning. Sure. Marie, thank you. We might hear some tapping in the background as we go.
Absolutely.
If you need to do anything, do it, Marie. Don't worry about the noise.
Okay.
But we'll hear from you later on in the show.
Yeah, brilliant.
But just before we do, tell us a bit about yourself and how you got into it all.
Yeah, so I've been carving for about 10 years, and I started at night class, and then I went off and did a stonemasonry NVQ, so I'm a qualified mason, and I did my apprenticeship up in Scotland with the Princess Foundation, and then I helped him out with Southern Stone and
the demonstrations.
and
It's absolutely brilliant. And you do classes as well.
We do, yeah. So we teach carving as well.
Yeah, so if it's something you're starting, then you'll be able to get a class, or you'll be able to find something going on. And then Tim, the connection with Malta as well.
I lived there as a youngster.
Yeah.
So from the age of 5.
As a youngster, you still are a youngster.
Well, yeah.
We all are.
We all are.
Of course we are. So my parents lived there, so connection there, and it was something that developed really through time. But,
as a perfect stone to get. So we'll hear more about that as we go. Sure. Marie, do what you need to do. Don't worry about us.
Okay.
We've got our brand new starter kit here, Tim. So tell us what we get here.
So we've got a stocking filler, really, to be honest. It's something to start off with, so that they get in a stone block, a little stone block, a small chisel and a little template. They don't have to do that design. They can always print something off, cut something, draw something on there, and then it's about starting to cut around your subject. So the subject is slightly raised because you've removed some of the background of the subject. So that's quite a nice little kit there to start off with, some introduction.
Yeah, nice little kit. Tim, seriously, for the price and what we get here, you've got the safety glasses, the chisel as well, and then wonderful block of stone, as well as the Get Started guide. It's brilliant to pick up a new hobby and just to taste it and see if you take to it or not.
Definitely. People are scared because they think it's stone. It's very hard. It's not actually. It's very versatile, quite soft, and very workable.
Yeah, which is exactly why it's the perfect place for you to start. So go for it. The question is, do you know somebody that would love a new hobby? Would you like to be that person? Are you maybe looking to have a feature stone in? We already said this, having an extension built at home. Why not talk to the builder and see if he or she might be able to build it into?
A lot of people do it in conservatories, you know, in a garden, in a wall. Something, you know, something that relates to you. There's lots of subjects.
Speaking of relating it to you, we'll get to the lettering ones as well. So it could be an image that's very important or something that you like, and we'll get to the lettering ones as well. 384757. Is that already a quarter of the stock? Oh my goodness me, we're really busy out there, which I'm warmed to hear, because that means people are seeing the potential and not being scared off. Quarter of the stock gone already. 384757. And I say scared off because me and Tim, we are a couple of very imposing characters, of course, you know. Yes, you'll find us on the doors of various nightclubs here or there. No, don't get scared off by the stone. Don't get scared off by the technique, because you can do it. What would you say to somebody who's thinking that?
It's very accessible. You know, the best thing I can say about it is we often get emails and pictures that people sent of what they've done, and they've never done anything before. And the results are very good. You know, they're very impressive.
Should we show your first ever one? Do you mind? Now it's not that one. I'm picking up the wrong one. Is it that one? Is it this one here?
That's it.
Apologies, I got it wrong.
Right,
Again, I'm trying to remember from months and months ago. Now you've kind of, I don't want to cheat by saying this is your first ever piece, because you've gone back to
it's been adapted a few times. So I actually did this on 2-day carving course. So I think it was 2002, something along those lines. I was used to handling the stone before. I went on a course and we did the subject in 2 days. And I found it very interesting, really enjoyed it, very peaceful. People think because it's stone, they've got to hit it really hard. It's not really. You can listen to the stone and you can really work it.
Gently, bit by bit, so less is more, you're chipping away.
You're trying to protect what you want to keep as well. So, and it's just been altered, you know, through the years. Sometimes I have another go at it, or somebody else has done previously as well.
Well, look, details are on the screen on the left-hand side to get it today. You can get the full kit with the chisels, the hammer, and also the instructions, and of course the block. Or bottom of the screen for your get started kit. It depends what you want, but left-hand side of the screen, particularly for the Tudor Road. I just jumped ahead to show you that, just because it allays any fears that you might have, because that's Tim's first ever project there. Obviously, he's gone back and revisited it a few times over the years, but you've got to start somewhere, right? And you've started
and
there.
that was quite a big piece to start off with, to be fair. So something like the small kit, you can have a tap with that and have a play and move on from there.
Well, this is the basic lettering kit now.
Yes.
Tim, what do we get here with this one?
Well, lettering with the lettering kit, you get a flat block, you get a template and a design. It says stone because it's a limestone. You can print off. You can print off your own design, draw it on there. You could do something on the front, on the top of the stone, something on the bottom of the stone, just to practice. Comes with a step-by-step guide. People are very interested in lettering, especially if you can draw. If you're a good drawer, it helps. And calligraphy and everything, you can draw a nice letter. You've got a couple of examples there at the back.
Okay, I'll grab them.
But yeah, it's a good starting one. So you also get the hammer, the one chisel, safety glasses. With all the kits, you do get step-by-step guides.
Oh, shall I pick that up?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah,
I came back to it and I went, I'm not gonna. But you reckon?
Yeah, of course you can.
All right. It's not like massively heavy, but it's still. It's a workout,
So this one here, we go to Glastonbury every year, and we have done for the last 6 years. So whenever we go there, we do one to remind us of the time there. And a friend of mine does this. He's actually a chippy by trade. But he's very good at drawing. So it's slightly quirky, slightly different, but very nice. And the stone itself, it's the same stone. I know it looks a different colour.
I was going to say, that's lighter.
But it's been stained with, actually, this is with a tea bag.
Okay, so really easy to do.
So it's been stained.
Tea bag.
So
I better put it down because it is. I'm starting to. It's starting to wilt. Okay, that's going to go. Here's a workout. It's the biggest workout I've had since 1989. Okay, so that's going to go back there.
that.
I know. I need to go to the gym more seriously. I am a bit now for the rest of the hour. So that's your basic lettering. We just saw Glasstone 14, which that was more of your advanced, I guess.
Yes,
that's more freestyle.
Yes.
But this is a good place to start for your lettering. It's $22.50 today, $22.50 next month as well. But you get your chisel, your hammer, and also your safety specs, as well as your step-by-step, your trace paper, and a guide of what you might want to put. But you could do the word love or home, and then it's nice that way.
Yes, definitely.
556316. However, this now is the advanced lettering. Looks a bit different from the chisel we just saw.
Yeah, the chisels are these chisels with this kit. They're tungsten tip. So I'll put this kit together so that you can start practicing with the Maltese limestone, but you can also go on to harder English stone, and therefore those chisels will suit all different types of stone.
So we're seeing everything from here, are we? Yeah. So if I put my hand here and
that's
say
correct.
there. So just in case you get mistaken there, everything that side of my hand. So you've got the example there, step by step. You've got the block.
Yep.
An example of how it is.
Yes.
But that's
that's
a plain one.
Yeah.
There's your hammer.
And your two
chisels
so
and the safety specs.
Correct. So the chisels are two different sizes. You've got a smaller one, a 4mm and a 10mm. And that covers, quite a lot of letter sizes as well. You're going from a smaller letter to a larger letter, and those two chisels will cover all of that.
Yeah,
really.
okay.
Again, it's an example, so we give you a template of that example there, but you can print your own, have a practice on the back, and then concentrate on the front.
It's a good point. We were chatting before the show. Practice on the back, so important. Even if it's your first time, don't worry. Have a go, and it's something that won't get seen potentially. So yeah, the different chisels. Shall I just go? I don't want to confuse you, but I'll bring the chisel from the basic lettering set. There's the basic one, and compared to the two that you're getting. So will it explain in the instructions which ones what will do what?
Yes, they do, yeah.
All right, that's your basic lettering chisel there that I'm rolling around. And then these two here are the one that you get in your advanced lettering. More intricate effects, as you say.
Yes, and they're nicer to hold, really, to be honest. The main ones there, they're just designed, they're shorter as well.
Yeah.
For more detail.
Okay, so here's what you're getting in your advanced lettering kit then. Details are on the screen at the moment. It's on FlexiBuy. £50 today, £50 next month, and you're saving £20 based on the value of all the bits and bobs that have gone into it. Normally that would be £119.99, but today, for our special show, it's £99.99. 511791 to order straight away with Tim. There are other projects on the website. Have a look at those, but here's a quick video with more about stone carving. Thank you so much for joining us today for our stone carving show. We've heard from Tim from Southern Stone. We're back with Marie now. Also our gargoyle kit, very popular, so we thought we'd put him just there. Marie, where do we find you then? What stage are you at? We left you before chasing, it was called.
That's right. So I was chasing around the edge of the design, so we're working on the Hochanda logo and the wording for Hochanda today.
Yes.
And so there's two real techniques that I just wanted to show you. So one is allowing us to create the raised shape of the logo.
Yeah.
And the other is V-cutting the letters.
V-cutting, okay.
Okay. So I just thought it'd be good to go back to basics and go back to how to hold the tools as well.
Yes, please, yeah.
So we've got the chisel here, and you wrap your fingers round it so that the blade is coming out near your little finger. Okay. If you're left-handed, then it's the other way around. Okay. And the mallet, you hold it round that way and quite low down.
Right.
You can hold it further towards the top if you're doing some really fine work, but try and keep your hand lower down. And try and tuck your elbow in as well.
Okay.
Okay. So at college they used to put a newspaper under your arm.
Oh, to encourage you to keep
exactly.
your elbow down.
Yeah.
So go and try that at home.
Yeah, you didn't want to drop the newspaper.
Yeah, oh gosh.
Okay, so what I'm going to do first off is I'm just going to chase along this line, just so we get the idea of what we're doing with the chisels again. So the chisel goes at about a 45-degree angle, and then it's little taps. We're not trying to take off too much stone at once, because if you try and take off too much stone, you'll find it's just going to break back into your design, which is what you don't want, because there'll be too much resistance around the point of the chisel. Because I don't know if you can see that it's actually the bottom corner of the chisel that's doing the work.
Yes, only that bit,
Yeah, it's only about a tenth, something like that, of the chisel. And the other bit, I kind of think it floats in the air, but it kind of helps you just keep that line nice and safe.
So again, this is the chasing technique, and you're moving away from, in this case, your Hochanda logo.
Exactly, yeah, because that's what I want to protect and that's what I want to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, once I've got round the logo, then I can go on to the next technique that I'd like to share with you, which is sparrow pecking. Now, with my mallet, just from a health and safety point of view, I stand my mallet up, so it doesn't roll on my toes.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Don't look. Right.
Because you don't want a mallet on your toes, that's for sure. Brilliant.
Ours are stood up now.
And then what I'm doing is I'm taking a point and I'm holding that more vertically.
I've got my own spectacles on as well, so in terms of safety specs, eyewear, you've got your eyewear coming with you with your kit usually.
That's it. And what I'm doing is I'm just working back from that broken edge to create that sparrow pecked effect. And if I've got any lumps and bumps, then I'm just moving the chisel round so I can get rid of those. And you'll find that sparrow pecking, once you get into it, it is quite a quick technique.
Yes, large amounts are coming off, and you're at the depth pretty much. You learn. Are you learning you're getting a feel for the depth and the amount?
Yeah, exactly. You do. You kind of get a feel for how much you can take away, because you're only actually taking away 3-4 millimetres at a time.
Yes, but enough to raise up whatever you're.
Exactly, and if we just give that a wee brush now.
Okay, so just get a decorator's brush to
dustpan and brush, something like that.
Okay.
You can just blow the dust off, but that's not so great perhaps in the studio today, so we'll keep it under control.
Yeah, it's nice to just gently move it.
Exactly. And what you're looking for with the sparrow peck technique is quite an even layer, so you want quite an even background.
Yeah.
So once I've gone over that once, then I'd actually go back and start to protect the edge again, and that will allow me to go back even deeper. So it's almost like it's a process that you have to repeat. I guess that's the best way of putting it. So you kind of work your way along, protecting that edge.
So when you were chasing the first time, it was about 3 millimetres of the chisel going in.
Exactly.
Chasing away, and then sparrow pecking.
Yeah.
And now doing that again for 2 or 3 millimetres.
Exactly, yeah. So you get to the depth that you want, because when you're doing so this technique you could use for raised lettering or for the relief carving kits, anything like that. And what you're looking to create is a nice contrast between what was on the surface and the background. Yes. Because a relief carving will only work if there's shadow.
Right.
Yeah, so you need a nice kind of amount of depth and
for
contrast.
The light to catch.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So so it's.
So such a pleasing craft and a hobby. I mean, literally, you know, we talk about make to keep. I don't think it gets more permanent than carving. Well, what about the phrase "set in stone"?
It is. It's exactly that. Once it's done, that's it. You can't kind of rub it out, or you know, you can't stick it back in and start again. Unfortunately, I mean, you know.
It's literally set in stone.
It is.
On that topic, then, Marie, if you make a mistake, as it were, I'm presuming it's rather easy to cover as well.
Well, it depends on what the mistake is and how kind of bad it is. If it's something like a gargoyle's nose, then you might want to start again, or you know, you could glue it back on. If it's a piece of lettering, then you could, depending on how deep you've got, you could actually sand it down.
Oh yeah.
You'd have a slight dish in the stone.
Yeah.
But you could kind of sand it and then start
ways
again.
around it.
Yeah, there's always a way around it.
Yeah.
And I think the important thing to remember, Matt, is that it's handmade by you.
Yes.
Rather than machine-made or computer-made.
See, that's what I was thinking. You build it in, don't you? I mean, okay, there's
Exactly.
levels of mistake and stuff, but you just, you know, as you glide through a project, you find a way around it, and you think, oh, don't worry, keep cool.
Yeah.
You keep calm, and
Yeah, and that's why something like, you know, the leaves or the green man is like a really good starting point.
Yeah. Oh, shall we see them later? Yeah, see them later sometimes,
Because again, that's quite an organic design, so you know, you can change it to be exactly what you want.
The leaves could be almost anywhere. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the thing with all the kind of kits and the ideas of the kits, just to kind of get you started and to have a go.
And Marie, just remind us about the stone as well. It's Maltese limestone.
It is. It's Maltese limestone, so it's about 80 million years old.
18 million. Wow.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't grow on trees.
Tim's nodding as well.
Yeah.
So there we have it. Limestone, 18 million year old limestone from Malta, does not grow on trees. It's headline news.
Here.
Yeah, thanks for that, Marie. Yeah. That's ace. That's absolutely so easy to work with. Soft. The hammer and chisel that you've been using there is in the advanced lettering kit, I believe. Is that right?
It is,
yes.
and the point comes in the other kits as well. So with the gargoyle and the green man and so on. So that's the point.
So
that's
the pointed chisel in the gargoyle and the green man, is that what you're using to sparrow?
To sparrow peck.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm using the flat chisel to chase.
And the flat chisel is in your basic lettering kit.
It is,
as well.
yeah.
Okay.
And what you find is they come in different sizes. So I tend to work with a 10mm, but you can get a 4mm as well. Yeah.
Okay, we're looking at that details on the screen. Thank you so much, Marie. We'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
We're just looking at some details on the screen for your basic lettering kit. There you get a stone block. This is Maltese limestone, lovely and soft in a good way. You know, not soft so it'll just, you know, dissolve and fall to pieces when you get it home, but soft as in it's easy to chisel. And then you also get your chisel and your hammer, as well as your safety specs and your little guide as well. That's really important. 556 316 to order now. Go for it. We're very busy on our starter kit, actually, which I'm looking at here. Nearly 40% of the stock is gone. We're only 20 minutes into the show, but already 40% of the stock is gone on the basic starter kit. With this, you get your block, you get a chisel, and you also get your safety specs and a little guide sheet as well. Everything here, basically, you get. I think such a good deal for $15.99. It really is. 384757 to order straight away. To personalise something. Do you know, why has this been so busy, I think, with something, because you hear, forget the show for a minute and just think of the words, like a stone carving show. A lot of us would think, oh my goodness me, I can't do that. I've never done that before, and I probably never will. I bet I can't do that. But then when you see the show for real, you meet Tim, who's still here, by the way, we'll hear from him in a minute, you see Marie working away, and you see the entry price point for a stone carving starter kit, all the pieces start to fall into place, and you think, do you know what? Stone carving, it seemed like it was out of reach, but now I think, do you know what? I know I'm going to give it a go. I don't just think I'm going to give it a go. I know I'm going to give it a go. I think that's why we're already at 40% of the stock gone after just 20 minutes, and that warms my heart. It's brilliant to know that. because we can all have a go. I've had a little dabble, and I know you can as well. And I think it's got a reason. I think that this, sitting on the side as a piece of home decor at home, on a desk at work, maybe in a public place where, you know, you've got customers and clients coming in, like a doctor's or a dentist or something, you know, it's a bit of a talking point, isn't it, to have it on a desk? Or a restaurant or a cafe, you know, when people come up to pay, this is next to the till as a, you know, you could carve the name or have your logo, and you could say, well, oh, who's done that? Oh, well, I did. You know, I've printed off our logo from the internet, and I've carved that myself. Would you like me to make you one to order, maybe? Or would you like me to send you to the right place? Southern Stone, have a look on hochanda.com. Yeah, this is the start of something here. And it's only $15.99 plus delivery to do it as well. Do you know, even if it was £19.20, you know, you'd be there at the usual price, but making it even better on the introductory offer. 384757. Oh, wow, I must be amazing at my job. It's just jumped up to 45% of the stock gone. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, this is the clip I'm going to show my mum at Christmas. 384. Look, Mum, I'm really good. Look, 5% of the stock is... No, it's a busy one. Very, very busy. It's just jumped up from 40% to 45%. It's going to be at half the stock gone before long. And also, we're only 20 minutes into the show. So do go for it. Do have fun with your stone carving. 384757. One more question. How are you going to feel when that block is built into a building of yours? Or when you've invested in the gargoyle kit today? That's great. That is brilliant. Oh, this is ace. So back with Tim now. Not here. Up a bit. Up a bit. This is ace too.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it's what we think of with stone carving, isn't it? Gargoyles.
Correct, man. There's lots of history there. Lots of history. This kit is one of our most popular kits. It's also very different to what Marie's doing. Marie's doing a relief carving. Yeah. This is more and around more 3D. So a bit more imagination. You can be, you know, quite freestyle with it as well.
Yeah, I've got to show this because it is easier said.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's easier than you think it is when you see this.
So in the block we show you how to mark out a block and where you would start with the block and how you would start cutting it. So a couple of different techniques, but it is very... No gargoyle is the same really out there, so just we've given you a guide, you know, pictures of what it should look like, but... Yeah. You know, put your own touch on it, really, I would say to people. You know, make it quite quirky. Yeah. Yeah.
Would you say this, because I said to Marie earlier, I said, well, it must be quite easy, potentially, to hide a mistake or carry on, you know, build it in. With the gargoyle, actually,
yes, you've got lots of room.
You would. You'd just say, oh, a little bit extra's come off there, but let's build it in. And
yeah, I would say with, you know, people, like I said, some people are scared of making mistakes in the stone, but go to it quite freely. Obviously, don't take too much volume out. But if you try and flow with it, you'll be surprised how far you can push it. Yeah. And generally, like I said, you're trying to protect your lines when you've marked it out, when you've marked your subject out. You're trying to protect that. So mistakes don't really happen too much, to be honest.
And with the fact that it's Maltese limestone as well, how important is that as being a beginner and being easy?
Oh yes, yeah. It is quite a big difference. As a stone, as a material, it's very versatile, very soft. So it's very workable compared to other limestone, which is quite hard. So, for example, on our carving courses, in 2 days you can finish a subject in 2 days, whereas some of the harder stone you will struggle. You need 4 days or 5 days. Yeah. So that's why it's a good starting stone to work with.
You've got it here, Maltese limestone. So details are on the screen at the moment for your carving kit, where you get the stone block itself, you get 5 chisels with it, you get your hammer, your riffler, and your instructions as well, and you've got your safety specs. All of that, 740993, £26 off, 2 payments of £53.75 to grab it today to make the gargoyle. If you've already got the tools, though, you've been very creative here, haven't you, Tim? Tell us why you've put the different kits together.
Well, so all of our we've got a number of kits. They all come with the set of 5 tools, riffler and hammer. But if you wanted the one kit, you know, as your main gift or, you know, starting thing, then you can buy additional blocks with a different set of guides. So you can go into relief carving.
So if you just want the leaflet on how to do it with the instructions
block,
of the photo
yes.
and the block,
Yes.
you've got it because you've already got your tools,
Yes.
right? So if you've already picked up your tools from Southern Stone before and you're thinking, right, it's gargoyle time, then you do get your block and your leaflet with £4.80 off today, making it £23.99 plus delivery. To get the owl as well,
Yeah.
same deal. You could get it with the tools or without.
Correct.
Right, Tim,
Correct. Owl, we introduced the owl earlier on this year for the first show we did here.
I remember that.
And it's a nice kit. This one, it's probably one of my favourites, really. Nice little owl. He lives in my lounge as well.
Oh, does he? Yeah.
He's one of my favourites. My little girl Sophia loves him. So yeah, again, there are lots of different adaptations that you can make. You don't have to have a big base. You can reduce some of the base on it. So there's plenty of flexibility, basically.
Yeah, well, I'm just turning through this full-on leaflet. I mean, it is step by step, literally step by step to see. If I just hold it up there, you get a better view. But to draw it on, it's step by step, so you can see what you're doing. But also, it's about bite size. It's just approach the project step by step, little by little, and you'll get there potentially. The owl with the leaflet are very popular on its own actually, because you've already got your tools maybe. £24.99 plus delivery because you're saving £5. So to create the owl, it's item number 143033. Grab it today. If you want it with all the tools, it's bottom of the screen, 233955. There's your item number just there, 233955. That comes with your chisels and your mallet, etc. And then we've got 3 different options, 1 item number for all 3. And I remember with your first show several months back here, Tim, these were very popular as a starter as well.
Yeah, I would say relief carving is easier than carving in a round, but to some people who are more artistic, you know, they like a subject in a round because it's a bit more thinking there going on. In a relief carving, you're working on a flat surface, you're going down to different levels, you can change your levels, and for example, the Green Man, that's an interesting subject, to be fair. And again, there's so many different examples of green men.
You've got your kit.
Can change.
Here's your tracing, so you've got that, and you've got your tracing paper as well. So you place that on, apply the pressure to carbon.
Yeah, Marie will show us in a minute in the next demo of how to trace a subject onto the stone.
Okay, right, Tim.
Right. Again, with step-by-step guides.
Yeah, nice guide this as well. Again, full colour photography so you don't get lost, and it'll guide you through. So if you want to get the full kit, it's 2 easy payments of £53.75 to spread the cost if you want, and that's £26 off. Or if you just want one option with the block, of course, without the tools, you can do. Bottom of the screen for that, you get a block and a leaflet, so you get the block plus the leaflet. For the Green Man, it would be $20.99 plus delivery, and it's 3 different choices under the same item number. So that's Green Man. I think this is oak leaf here.
Yes.
Yes, it is indeed. And then you've got the Tudor Rose just here. Same item number, 294807. Similarly, that's for the oak leaf full kit, by the way, 294807. And then to get the Tudor Rose, I apologise, these are different item numbers. If you want to get the Tudor Rose full kit, it's £107.49p, £26 off, half that price if you're on FlexiBuy, 343373. If you do have the tools already, that's when the 1 item number comes in. Forgive me, I remembered it wrong. 1 item number, choices without the tools. If you want the tools with, then it's separate item numbers. Green Man's very popular. Would they all equally be good places to start, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The oak leaf is probably the easier one to start with from all of our main kits. Green Man's a bit more technical, but it's a very interesting subject. That's the difference with it.
Yeah. Try it. Just get what you feel that you'll enjoy.
100%.
Yeah.
And be very free with it. Adapt it to your liking. Don't go with it, flow with it. Don't be afraid of it.
Yeah, and also Tim, we remind people that the Tudor Rose was your first ever project. We've got your version behind us, but you've revisited it, but you started somewhere, and that's where you started.
And the Tudor Rose, that one is very different to my original one
as
well.
Grab your original. I'll be careful with it.
Some people say it's a Yorkshire Rose. And there's lots of different.
If I put it there,
different ones. Depends who you meet.
Yeah.
So they're very different. They're very different. Both very nice designs, really.
Very nice. So this was your first ever project.
Correct.
Revisited. You've tinkered with it over the years. But
it's a nice subject, and obviously it means quite a lot to me because it was my first subject, really.
Shall I give it back to you then?
No, it's all right, you're all right.
Just I feel really... There you go. Do you want it?
No, thank you.
You got it?
Yeah,
I'm going to let go. You got it? You sure?
No, thanks for that.
Hold on to me. So $20.99 plus delivery today gets you your amazing either one you're choosing, and you're getting the actual block with your instructions for it. Have a look at the website for all the choices as well. We'll leave Tim to it. We've got to put that safely down, Tim, actually. But we're going to go back and see Marie. Now, you've got FlexiBuy on your kits where you're getting your tools. So where the price point's a bit higher, yeah, you can spread the cost, but the saving's big. Yeah, really nice to see that. And this is Maltese limestone, courtesy of Southern Stone, so it's imported by Southern Stone, and it's the softer stone, really easy to work with to get good results if you're a first timer. And we're back with Marie at the demonstration area, just ready to do some tracing down of the image then. Marie,
yeah, that's. I thought it would be just good to see how you kind of put the carbon paper on and trace it onto the stone. So the designs come and they'll fit on the stone, or you could draw your own. You know, it's entirely up to you. And then carbon paper, shiny side down. So shiny side onto the stone, and then we can put the design on, and it's just a case of going over all the lines, and if you can, I would suggest taping it, just so it doesn't move as you're kind of going around the lines. Because what you also want to do is perhaps tape it, but then also just kind of have a peek in the corner.
Just check it's actually doing
exactly,
it, yeah.
and just check that it's actually coming through without any problem, because there's nothing worse than you getting all the way around your design and then, you know, you've missed quite a bit. The other thing that you can also do if it's a really complicated design like the Green Man or the Tudor Rose, you can, as you go over your lines, you can kind of tick the bits that you've done. Then you can just keep an eye on, you know, where you are. So because you kind of want to follow around in a logical way, but sometimes you get so involved, you think, oh, have I done that bit? And you just can't remember. And then you take it all off and you think, oh no, I've missed the acorns.
Is stonemasonry something that you're so glad you discovered as well, really?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I absolutely love it. So I can remember my parents telling me that, because I'm originally from Yorkshire, and when I was very little, I used to walk past the stone yard for York Minster and kind of peer in and wonder what was going on in there, because you'd see almighty blocks of stone and hear all this sound, and it was this kind of mysterious place.
Oh my gosh, so it's going back to memories of your childhood, thinking you're interested, your intrigue was there.
Absolutely.
And then it maybe took a little bit of time then to revisit and to get back there and to train as a mason. There, you can call yourself a stonemason.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I mean, I was very lucky because on my apprenticeship, I went up to a couple of cathedrals and I got some work experience at York. So I was able to climb through the east end window when they were doing a lot of work on that. So that was very exciting. So, you know.
So you never know where your journey might take you, you see. There's the starter kit for less than £20 today. Give it a go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been really fortunate actually in places that I have worked. I did a little bit of letter carving, again on my apprenticeship, at the National Gallery.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so that was quite exciting.
So what, can you still, is it actually part of, is it there?
It is.
Can you go there to visit the National Gallery and point at something and say, that was mine?
I did the letter N in that bit.
Yeah, okay.
So just one letter, but yeah.
But then still, you can say that, you know.
Yeah. So,
that's lovely.
Yeah.
We've got lettering kits on the show. I know I said less than £20, and I wasn't confused. I do get confused, I'll give you that. But this starter kit is less than £20. It's $15.99 plus delivery. But on the left-hand side of the screen at the moment is your normal block that we're working with here. And this is one of the relief carving blocks. This is the oak leaf, which is $20.99 plus delivery. Then we've got the letter kits as well.
And I'm just going to turn that over because I have prepared the other side. So I have got it drawn out.
Yes, just to demonstrate.
That's it. So because you would trace it onto the stone, and then in terms of using your tools, it's the same really as we saw for the relief of the Hochanda sign. So you find your starting point. So I wanted to start around that stem and take your chisel and start to follow and chase that line. So again, I'm not taking away much stone.
You can always watch the shows back on Rewind as well, so it's hochanda.com, and the Rewind option is your catch-up service, and you can see the entire show again. So anything Tim has said that's important, anything Marie has done that you want to see again, you can watch the entire show back on hochanda.com for another 10 days or so. Also, I suppose you could, depending on what sort of setup you've got at home, you know, have it on record so that you could see it again at your leisure. And Southern Stone is there as for future reference.
Absolutely, and yeah, that might be quite good to kind of see the technique and how I'm holding the chisel and things like that, because I know that's the thing that confuses people sometimes, and sometimes when I start teaching, I'll show people how to hold the mallet, and then they go like that, and that's not. It is on the side. Yeah. I don't know why it's this shape. Apparently it's so you don't miss, so you never really miss.
Oh, okay then. Because if it was like a flat, like the surface area of a hammer.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you've got the rounded.
Yeah. You're more likely to miss and then do yourself a bit of a mischief, which you don't want.
Yeah, turn the air blue, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't want that.
No, definitely not.
That's it. And then so it's just a case of chasing round the leaves.
And here, if you get your angle slightly different or slightly wrong in inverted commas, it's not wrong. It's just a slightly different angle that you've curved your leaf. You can go back and build it into the design.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's yours and it's personal to you, and only you know how you imagined it. So, yeah.
Oh, Marie, what sort of different stones have you worked with, and how does the Maltese lime? What's the word? Compare.
Yeah, so the Maltese limestone is absolutely brilliant because
Don't let me stop you, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a chatter. Sorry.
So as you can see,
so
it is quite.
different.
Yeah. So at college we work predominantly with Portland stone, from Portland, funnily enough, the island off the Dorset coast.
Yeah.
And that's.
It's a lovely place.
It is. Yeah, and that's a very hard. It's a hard limestone. So as Tim described, it will take you a lot longer to work a stone. I've also used Tetbury, which is from Gloucestershire, so I think it's near Highgrove.
Is that a Tetbury, like another limestone?
It is another limestone,
so
yeah.
This is Maltese limestone. It's imported by the Southern Stone.
So most regions of the country will have either a limestone, a sandstone, or a slate.
Okay.
And you can. It's interesting from a geology point of view because you can see how the beds of limestone things run across the country.
Yeah, the bands of how things are formed geologically.
Yeah, absolutely. So with Portland, it dips under the sea and comes back up near Swanage.
Okay.
Yeah, which is really interesting. But I've also used sandstone, so up in Scotland. But you need to really wear a mask if you're using.
Okay, it's quite a dusty one, is it? Yeah.
Well, it's because of the silica. Because it's like carving glass, effectively. I suppose you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So you've got to really wear a mask. Whereas
so with Maltese lime,
it's fine. It's a calcium carbonate, so it's kind of the same stuff that your bones are made of, really.
Okay.
And working in an environment like this, the dust is pretty much going to fall to the ground. And if you can work outside, all the better. You could spray it to keep the dust down, anything like that. Yeah.
Okay, so easy to work with. You get lovely results from it. Nice to hear about the different types of stone and limestone and sandstone that Marie's worked with. Really interesting, actually. And also just to own a little piece of something that you're building or you're having. I mean, one of these stones could sit in the garden, in a rockery, on an extension, or a whole building maybe. Maybe you are building your own house and you want to talk to the builder and say, oh, do you think you could work a feature stone into the house that you're building? And it could be handed down through generations as well.
Funnily enough, I've done that for my parents. I made them a piece for their a wedding anniversary, and they've just had it put into the wall of their conservatory.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. How many years have they been married?
40-some.
Okay, all right then. I think you've got to know.
Yeah, I do know.
40-something, yeah,
40 plus.
Wow,
so,
yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
and that's really lovely. And it was when I went round to see them, it had been done as a surprise. So they were like, "Oh, come and look at the conservatory." And I looked, and they set the stone into the wall.
Oh,
so
that's so amazing.
The builders have done it, so looks really fab.
Oh, that's ace. So you gave it, the builders built it in, and it's there permanently now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so anything like that, if you have a corner of the garden that you want to put a decorative feature in. You're building a pond, you know, you want something to set the edge of your pond, or, you know, your vegetable patch, you've got a, I don't know, a prize pumpkin or something like that you want to commemorate, you know, anything like that you can, yeah. So then it's just a case of sparrow packing to start getting away that background.
Okay, so in terms of tools, there are different kits to get your tools. At the moment you're using that pointed chisel then for the sparrow packing. That comes in, I think it's the advanced kit, the full kit. It's like the oak leaf one. Well, that's the oak leaf that we're working on now, obviously. But also the gargoyle and the owl as well. That's where you get that particular tool from.
Because what you find with the kit is that, and the gargoyle, the relief carving kits, you have the 5 kind of chisels that you really need to get going.
Okay.
You know, that's your kind of core kit, really. And you can do pretty much everything.
So it's good to know that. So you can get started for $15.99.
Yeah.
Get yourself a full kit for just over £100 today, and know that wherever you are, you've got at least somewhere to start. Or you've got yourself a complete kit that will stay with you then, you know, and then you just need to buy more stone as you keep going and doing more and more. We've put together a little video as well, so you can see more with Southern Stone. Marie, thank you so much for everything we've seen so far.
No problem.
Have a quick check of this video and we'll see you in a moment. Lovely to see, isn't it, on the video? It's just inspirational, quite uplifting music there that says, I can do stone carving, I will. Well, if you feel like it, I really hope you do today, because so many other people have picked up the whole stone carving thing. 60% of the stock is gone now on the starter kit. Do you know, hats off to Marie's demonstrations here, and of course Tim working with Southern Stone. It's Tim's company, Southern Stone, family business, bringing this limestone from Malta, importing it into the country to give you the block to work with. You've got a little template there, but it doesn't have to be a dolphin. It could be whatever it is personal to you. You've got your safety specs and a chisel to get you started, as well as the instructions. Brilliant price point to get someone a hobby today, to really get them started on something. Or is it a treat for yourself? $15.99 plus delivery for a piece of home decor, something that sits there, something that's built into the building, and something that you can really take somewhere as well. This is a starter kit, but the start of whatever to come. 384757 to order. You do get the full starter kit as well, so everything you see in the picture and everything will be the instructions, the glasses, the chisel and that block. So that's your starter kit, courtesy of a £3.21 saving there. It makes it just $15.99. It could be a brand new hobby, but grab it today. Go on, it's 384757. There's your starter kit. Next up, we've got the lettering kit. And Tim, do join me actually for the lettering kit. I'll scoot back to the other side, thank you. But before we look at the lettering kit as well, you just wanted to mention about how versatile this Maltese limestone is, yeah?
Yes, I just wanted to show a different example instead of, you know, block. A lady that has done these apples here, she does lots of different fruit. So, so that these can be in your bathroom, you know, as an ornament. But it's very versatile, and she's introduced, you know, wood into the limestone.
It's different.
And the finish is absolutely brilliant because they're very tactile.
Very, very smooth. It's a smooth polish. So take it somewhere. We talk about it's a starter kit, but a journey then.
Yes,
take it somewhere.
Definitely. And you know, if you've got a subject that you really find interesting, you can create it and introduce it, you know, the stone into it, really.
Yeah, and that whole permanency of the stone as well.
Yes, definitely.
It's there forever. I love it. So you've got your basic lettering kit here then, Tim. What do we get here exactly?
So we get a limestone block, one chisel, hammer, safety glasses and a step-by-step guide with a carbon, paper and a template. Okay. We've given you an example of stone because it is limestone, but you can print off your own design and then work that. Have a practice on the back and then do your finished one on the top. So yeah, it's a good way to get into it, a good feel really.
Yeah, I mean, I could see this in a front garden, ground level, in a rockery at the front of the drive with your house number or house name on it, you know. So personalise it, make it yours. I know we've got the official start